What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know
the
who
pool
you
house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, zero viewers. Sorry I went early. I was going to fall asleep, and I don't want to cancel a stream. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some entertainment topics. I'm still working on a Tape Hunters episode, a wrap-up of Baltimore Comic-Con, and I might stream tomorrow, but I want to get ready because I will be leaving town this weekend, and I don't think I'll be able to stream Friday before I go. So I hope everyone's doing well. Get your comments in, please. I really, really appreciate that all you viewers have started to engage with the content, the videos, and the live stream. Some of you have always done it. I mean, more of you have started liking the video and leaving comments. That really, really helps the channel. We're going to be doing a lot of great stuff here. And honestly, I didn't think about the main topic for tonight's MME Live. And then if anyone else is available, jump on, is Star Wars, which I know it's been pretty negative about Star Wars, no matter what kind of Star Wars fan you are lately, but there is some positive rumors that are going on, and I'm like, well, I was doing research on these rumors. Hello, Sticks Boy. Thank you again for the TV and my awesome VHS, Highlander VHS, which I'm going to be showing in my Baltimore Comic-Con haul. I have some footage from the weekend, which I really enjoyed meeting you in real life, and Bruce and the rest of Renovision. And I have to do a wrap-up, I need to do a wrap-up to that video and final thoughts before I release it. So thank you for joining me. But getting back to Star Wars, and please, again, get your comments in here, get your thumbs going, because that supports the show. Hopefully Anthony Beltry or someone else could pop in. I know it's a short notice, but there is a lot of rumors going on, and a lot of things, unfortunately, have not had progress, like The Acolyte Season 2, which it's very rare for them to say a show is canceled, but they did. They were going to go right into developing a second season, at least what the reports were saying. It was pretty much pulled the plug right before any checks started going out for the next season of The Acolyte. And then whether, I know people like to debate whether it's good news or bad news about the Rey movie. It's obviously not developing as fast as it should, or when it was originally announced, because Star Wars Celebration took a year off, and there's still not any real progress on the Rey movie. So Star Wars Celebration is happening in Japan in March, I believe. March of 2025. So there's got to be something going on, and there's been reports that there are on, and I think this even came from more closely tied outlets to Lucasfilm, Disney, Lucasfilm, that there are unannounced Star Wars projects. Daniel RPK on X, if I could find the quote here. There's two parts to this story. I'm not going to tell you where I researched everything or where I've heard everything, but there are things happening in Star Wars right now. And it makes sense because of when Star Wars Celebration is going to happen. They need some announcements. I have said that. Oh, Chris is here. Hey, Chris. Hope that Rey movie is about as realistic and about the Rian Johnson trilogy. LOL. I'll believe it when it happens. Not far off, Chris. And I hope you're doing well. I haven't heard or talked to you in a while bit. Hope you're doing good. I think it's more likely than the Rian Johnson trilogy, honestly, because the character is already established with Rey. Rey has had a whole trilogy of movies. It makes sense to go off of that somewhat. Rey is a character some people like. I do think that she was helped, obviously, by the legacy Star Wars characters that were in every one of her films. And I don't think she would have made nearly as much money without those legacy characters. But it's not moving along like it should. They announced at the last Star Wars Celebration, and so far there's no movement. So I am also hoping that Star Wars Celebration 2025 in Japan, that they will actually announce that there is progress on the Rey movie. If they can't do that, then I would start to worry. If they go to another Star Wars Celebration and there's no progress on the script, the director, a schedule set up to start filming, then I would seriously be concerned. It's eventually going to happen, let's be real, because Daisy Ridley, I like her a lot, but she seems ready to come back. And honestly, her career isn't like on fire outside of Star Wars. Like, for instance, Kylo Ren. What's the actor's name? I'm blanking on his name, but he has a lot of projects, successful projects outside of Star Wars. And I think that is a huge factor. I'm trying to find the Daniel RPK thing on my X, on my Twitter. Okay, here it is. All right, let me bring this up. And yes, so I already speculated on one announcement from Japan. The one thing that I believe is going to happen, because of the success of both Star Wars Visions and Godzilla, that Godzilla director said he absolutely wants to do Star Wars. He met with Dave Filoni. He flew to Lucasfilm and Skywalker Ranch. In Japan is where he resides and makes his movies. If they whiff on that, they lose all respect. They're like, that is like a slam dunk. Get this guy. He said he wants to make Star Wars. He visited Lucasfilm. I think they're holding that one close to their chest. But the other one, after we get to this Daniel RPK quote on Twitter or X, this is what's going around now. Now, I don't like to be, well, I like to be right. No, I like to be right. I don't, I said back when Star Wars was developing, oh, exactly, Sticks. Kaiju for Star Wars just makes total sense. But I hope they give him more to that than just the kaiju in Star Wars universe. I hope there's more to that. But I said long ago that I do not think that this version of Lucasfilm would be able to handle both a Mandalorian show and a movie at the same time. So even though this is a rumor, it's tiny. Well, I'm talking about the news, CGH. All right, so even though I said I don't think they can handle multiple projects like this at the same time, and Pedro Pascal is only getting more and more popular. Honestly, I don't need to be a scooper to do this. I do believe that the rumors that Grace was saying that he wants to be seen on camera more, and this role, even though I like him as Din Djarin, it does not challenge him as an actor. It's very limiting, and there's not much more he could do that he hasn't already done. And he's only getting more popular. And honestly, besides him, getting more success, and besides what he wants to do, I think Disney itself and how they got him to sign on for Reed Richards. You know how there's lots of things that happens in these deals? My speculation is that Pedro Pascal, with the amount of things on his plate, the success of HBO Max Last of Us, and probably Warner Brothers would love to get him in more projects, to keep Pedro happy, keep him along, I think he probably said, we got to end The Mandalorian. Hey, Joe.
Yo.
I was just getting to my expert speculation. I think I have no proof of this, but I believe one of the things that this is just a rumor now, Joe. These are rumors that I'm talking about tonight. This isn't talking about, Rey movie stuff. This is talking about, because we are approaching Star Wars Celebration early next year. So there have been consistent rumors, even from like Variety and things, that there are things in Star Wars that are unannounced that are being developed right now that you're not going to know about till Star Wars Celebration. But the scooper today, Daniel RPK, one of the more famous ones, I know that doesn't mean anything to you, said that The Mandalorian, and I've said also, I don't think they could develop a show and a movie at the same time. So they're developing the movie, obviously, but he's saying The Mandalorian Grogu will reportedly be the last chapter of the series show with no future movies or seasons planned. Din Djarin is said to appear in future Star Wars project after the conclusion of his own show via Daniel RPK. Hey, Anthony, I think this is extremely plausible, and even more plausible when you consider that he is still with Disney now, and he's in the Fantastic Four as Reed Richards. And I kind of think to make that happen, they had to lighten his load a little bit. This doesn't mean he's never going to appear as the character again, but he could be a cameo in a show or a cameo in a movie, and it will still succeed. But I think the focus, my just speculation, if you want, Pedro Pascal is a big name actor right now, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep him around, lighten his load a little bit, and the focus is going to be Reed Richards. And I think this is extremely plausible that you're going to get a movie or another project, and they're going to kind of phase out The Mandalorian, at least for its own solo projects, and you'll just see him in other things.
I don't believe that's plausible at all.
I mean, it
because
makes
of the success?
it makes sense. You finish his story and with the movie, and then you have him show up in other projects. Because Pedro doesn't really have to show up. All he has to do is just the voice, and stunt double just do the stunt stuff. Unless if they want him to show his face, sure, he will be there for like a second or two. But other than that, like,
I don't buy this for even a fraction of a second.
I don't think no way they're gonna spend. They're already spending $150 million on a movie. They're not gonna spend another 120 for a TV show.
Oh no, the TV show's dead. The TV show's dead. But this is saying no future movies. If this is $1 billion movie,
they'll make another movie if it's $1 billion movie.
Yeah, there's no future movies. No.
Or even if it makes 800 million. If it makes 800 million, then you probably get another movie.
Yeah, there's no way that they're going to invest in a movie and say that's it, we're done. No. If this is a hit, this is a film franchise.
Well, if it makes 800 million, then there's
the movie though, Joe. It seems to be branching off into the other stories like Ahsoka and some other shows, and eventually
even though that's a limited series.
Yeah. So. And you can obviously do Grogu continuing without Mandalorian.
Nah, you cannot. You can. You could have him show up,
making appearances. Yeah,
you could have him show up because he has to be a little bit older now. So, whenever he show up next,
I think it makes I know there is a lot of success in the show, Joe. I agree with you there, but I think it makes sense to kind of phase off Din Djarin and have the Mandalorian universe still go on with its characters and cameos, but not.
Yeah, but if that's not as successful, I mean, if you make $1 billion off a movie with Din Djarin, there's no guarantee that you're going to make $1 billion off a movie that's got Bo-Katan. Like, I mean, you want to go with what succeeds.
Well, here, let's really examine the rumor here. Will be the last chapter of the series show with no future movies or seasons planned. I believe the no seasons planned and no future movies planned unless it's a success. That's what I would add to that. Unless it's
unless it's a success, yeah, you got to probably get a sequel. There's no way in hell, the show. No, I don't think there will not be another. They're not going to spend a total of $450 million to do another show. They're already spending money on a movie. Like, there's no point to do another season.
Yeah.
If it's TV now, I mean, if it's a movie now, there's no need for a TV season.
Yeah, like season
you're
3.
Not,
there's no need for that.
You're not going to make any more money off that. First of all, a TV show, the only value in that is getting new people to subscribe. Well, how many new people are going to subscribe for a season 4? I mean, you've kind of hit your max on what you're going to get.
It's really first off, the logistics, even if it's an extreme success of. I don't think there's going to be any more seasons, which I speculated that I don't think they could do another season and a movie at the same time. I said that. But now that I think about it, how can you, even if it's a success, The Mandalorian, how can you go from a series of 3 seasons to a movie and then convince your audience to go back and watch the rest on Disney Plus?
Yeah,
that would be very awkward.
Well, I mean, it's happened before, but I don't think it's going to. I mean, the X-Files, the movie came out in season 5, and then it went for another, 9 years.
Forgetting about the X-Files movie.
But
it's hard thing. It's a hard thing to sell, though. Even though it can happen,
it's a hard thing to sell. Yeah. So that's. I mean, I have the characters showing up on other shows, depending on whichever show they're gonna do for what year. Like, I think he probably show up in the next season of Ahsoka, obviously.
All right, so that's the first part of what I've been hearing. The other part is a unannounced project that may actually be happening. And Joe's not going to have a lot to say about this, but I don't know if you know the actor Cameron Monaghan. Do you know that?
I don't know who that is.
Gotham. He played Kal Kestis. He's in the new. He's going to be in the new Tron movie next year. Yeah.
He was in Shameless. He was the Joker in Gotham.
He was decent in that.
Yeah. So the other part of the rumors that I'm hearing is that they are actually developing a Kal Kestis show. What you could take away from this, Joe, not being a video game player, is he's one of the most successful characters created for video games
ever
in Star Wars.
Yes, ever.
What, Joe?
Who is?
Kal Kestis, they already have 2 games out, current gen, like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5.
And the third one is coming
and it's very well received. There's a lot of voice acting, motion capture, very story driven, very successful series, both on the story and gameplay, a big seller and a young actor. And he has talked about playing Kal Kestis in live action.
People been asking him in Comic-Con for the last, like, a couple months ago. They asked him, "Will you play him in live action?" He's like, "Sure, if they call me, yeah."
Well, I hear that this may actually be one of the projects that they're keeping under wraps. Possibly you may be hearing about this at Star Wars Celebration 2025, and this is a mic drop moment, Joe, if they make this happen, because this actor is extremely popular among younger generations. He's shown up a few times. He's still on the rise where he's not like known by everyone, but he's still
next year.
He's still well liked, and you have him two games and a probably trilogy of games done They're working on the third. By the time this comes out, there could be cross promotion there for video games and the movie or Disney Plus as well. It makes a lot of sense, and the actor, people love this character, and it's a success under Kathy's watch.
I've never heard of this character.
Kal Kestis.
Yeah.
How? He's been popular for the last 5 years.
Well, Joe doesn't care about current gen games. He likes maybe
it.
classic video games, right, Joe?
What's that?
You like classic video games, but you're not into current gen stuff.
No, I don't play video games that.
Yeah. Okay, so Star Wars Jedi actor explains conditions under which he'd play Kal Kestis in a live action project. He says, in the right context, then yes, absolutely. I've read other reviews of him talking about this, but the other part of this is that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau may be making this happen, bringing this to. I'm assuming that means Disney Plus, a Disney Plus series. They're obviously not going to do a follow up to the even if it's not the Acolyte, another project within what the Acolyte set up right away. There has to be another Disney Plus project coming out, and this would be a perfect announcement. I do think the other thing that might be a surprise is the Godzilla director when he visited Lucasfilm, and it's because it's in Japan. I just think that's too much of an opportunity to miss. So that, I know you're not going to have much to say about that, Joe. Maybe we'll get to Anthony. Anthony, what do you think of the possibility of Kal Kestis actually becoming Disney Plus? Here's what my main thoughts on this are before we get to you, Anthony, is if you are going to do a Kal Kestis live action show, you do it sooner than later before this actor gets older, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because let me see his age. Have you played these games, Anthony?
Yeah, I enjoyed the last 2 games. Hopefully the third one is good, and for next generation, obviously. Because
let me. He's actually 31 years old. I just looked it up. And I want to look up at his IMDb. He's talked a lot about this. I'm sure there's been conversations, and I think this is extremely likely that they may be doing this because of the success, the money, both from product tie-ins, video games, and a strong character. But I want to hear in the chat if you think they should develop the Kal Kestis live action show. And here's do you recognize him now, Joe? Cameron Moynihan?
Hang on.
You see the picture here?
Yeah, no, I don't know him.
You don't know him at all? Okay. Let me get to his acting.
Does it say he played Ron Howard in The Music Man? He played Ron Howard, the actor?
I guess.
Weird.
Why isn't more coming up as his actor? Oh, director came up.
Okay.
So, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, very 8.9 out of 10.
That's very good for a video game.
Yeah. Paradise Highway, My Love Affair with Marriage, Voice, Julius Caesar Live, DC Showcase, Commandy, The Last Boy on Earth, Shameless.
Wasn't Shameless, yeah.
Gotham, Reign of the Superman. Anthem of the
Who did he
Teenage
voice
Prophet.
in that? And he voiced.
I think I own Amityville: The Awakening.
Yeah, so he's
been around for.
He's not
was
been in a
order.
bunch of stuff, but he's been active. Fringe, Monk. He's been around for a while.
Yeah,
Oh, wait! He did. Look, wait! You passed. Where is it?
Mentals.
It says he did PG porn. That was James Gunn's series.
Which one?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a James Gunn web series.
Yeah, the web series
So,
back in the day.
The Santa Claus 3. Click. So, he's still building his resume. 31. He's actually younger than I thought. That's perfect age. And here's some images from the game. Joe. This is what the game looks like. Very cinematic, great characters. Oh, that's from Gotham.
Yeah. But yeah,
They only have one image from the game. Oh, okay. That's it.
Walking Dead, I think as well. But no, I mean, if it happens, that would be great for the people that play the game in and stuff. So you could have them promote at the same time if they announce that next year Star Wars Celebration. I forgot they're going to Star Wars Celebration next year at Japan, which, hey, that's a huge audience over there in Japan. So, yeah, I wonder how they're going to
okay, so now that's my speculation. I've heard things. I think it's plausible. I think if you're going to do a live action, right now is the time while you're developing the third game and while he's 31 and before he gets even more popular, because his star is rising. He's consistently CJH is here. CJH, what do you think about Kal Kestis potentially being a new Disney Plus series developed by Disney Lucasfilm? Do you think they should do it?
I can't see it happening. But
you can't see it happening. Why?
Give me a second. I'm getting feedback on my end. Okay, I fixed it. Yeah, I can't see it happening because he's sticking with the video games. But if they want to do a cameo, sure.
No, they're talking. It's not a cameo. They're talking about a whole show. Kal Kestis show. You think the best we're going to get is a cameo? Probably
with him. Really? Yeah.
Someone said that.
Also, I saw back to your Mandalorian point. I saw the leaked trailer, so that's the most we have footage for the Mandalorian. So they've been filming stuff.
Okay.
So I think that's the one movie that's closest to actually being completed.
Jacob says
will be released.
Jedi Survivor takes place in the year 9 BBY, the exact same year that Obi-Wan Kenobi is set.
No, so we won't know what happens with Cal's character until the third video game that they just announced.
Yeah,
what's going to happen? So we don't know if he'll turn to the dark side or if he'll die or if he lives on. So they're probably waiting for that,
Okay. Well, I thought you'd be extremely excited. I'm excited about this. Don't
get me wrong. I'm excited for it. I'm just I understand how this works. Where it's like,
well, let's get to our predictions. Let's get to our predictions for Star Wars Celebration 2025 then, because there's been a lot of speculating, a lot of talk here. They got to be working on something. Yeah, we haven't heard a lot of movement for the rate. So, Joe, I'd like to get you first. What do you want to see at the next Star Wars Celebration, and what do you think you'll see at the next Star Wars Celebration? It's coming up sooner than I was like, wow, that's really not that far away.
Right now, I'll watch almost anything they do in Star Wars. I have a lot of faith in the direction they've been going in. But I'm a firm believer that the future of Star Wars is post-Rise of Skywalker. It's the only era of Star Wars that doesn't have a continuity ceiling, where you don't have to worry about, oh, well, we can't do this because this movie already established this. Post-Rise of Skywalker, sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want. There's no continuity set past that. So I think that is the most exciting era. And as such,
I agree with you in theory. Yeah, but everything I've seen with Disney Star Wars is they kind of just do similar things that's happened before.
Two things. I actually like
rebuilding Jedi Order, another Death Star. Bringing
two things about that though. I do like the Rise of the Empire era with the Andor and all that, but I do agree with Joe that the Beyond is probably the best way.
Well, that's why I like the Acolyte idea, because it's something you could get away from what you've done before.
Yeah, but it's still tied into
then they go. I don't think he can. Yeah, because it's before the prequels, so you have to be careful what you do because you remember all the crybabies. Remember all the crybabies? They're breaking canon. They didn't. But
and also,
the point is, you do have canon up above you that you're like, well, we can only go this far because this is set in stone. In the future, you don't have to worry about that. So the Ray and Lando, those are the two things I want to hear about the most. Ray and Lando. I'll be there. I'm there for anything you want to give me, but Ray and Lando are.
I think it would be. I think it's important. I know me and you have gone back and forth with debates if there's actually issues with the Ray movie, and you're like, it's happening the way it should. They're going to make it great. I'm on the other end of the spectrum where I think it's having a lot of production troubles. I don't think it's going to be canceled or anything. But I do think you need to give a solid update because I think that was announced at the last Star Wars Celebration. From Star Wars Celebration to Star Wars Celebration without a solid update?
I don't think
like we're going to start filming or the script is done or something.
Why do we need to know that? Like, tell us when you had something, but if you don't have something...
You just said that the sequel trilogy is a fertile ground for... You don't have this block with storytelling because you can do anything you want.
So get it right. Don't rush it. I don't need an update.
I do.
Give me an update when you have an update. If you don't have an update yet, I don't need to hear it.
Development issues.
Well, that doesn't mean that. It just means that they're not ready to announce. You don't want to announce anything prematurely. If we've learned nothing,
that's all Kathy does is announce things prematurely.
We've all learned from Paramount the danger of doing that because Paramount announces, guess what? We're getting Star Trek 14, and none of those actors were under contract.
To be fair, she does that though. She needs to stop doing that though. That's what she needs to do.
Well, she can't when you have to sell celebration tickets.
The other point, though,
I understand you got to make money with the celebration. I understand
thing that the normies want to see what's forward. They don't want to go back and forth with Star Wars. They hate that.
We're going to go around. Forth. Joe gave some good things that he wants to see at Star Wars Celebration. Okay. He wants to see if it's ready, he said.
Well, no, here's the bottom line. I don't care. Like I care. I really see that's the thing. I don't care. Like I don't have here's what I want to see at Star Wars Celebration. Just first of all, I'm not going to Star Wars Celebration. I'm going to read it on the internet like everyone else.
No, we're going to cover it here.
Just announce what you got. That's all I want. Announce what you got. Announce what's coming. Announce where we are with things that,
All right. You'd like to see something from the Mandalorian movie along with that?
Yeah, I don't need shock and awe. I don't need you to be like, and guess what? Here comes another thing that we have a concept for that we might do someday. No, like just announce what you got.
I actually do. I actually am going to go harder at Kathy and executives altogether, Joe. And here's the reason. I know you and Brian are like, and Bruce, and I love all of you, are just like, it's fine. We're getting content. It's costing people's jobs. Executives don't lose their jobs. Employees, actors.
Who's losing a job?
They're losing jobs on these projects.
Who is?
Like the Acolyte crew.
It's Hollywood.
Leslie Headland.
So wait,
all the actors for the Acolyte.
She get another job. She get another job.
Yeah, that's
okay. You'll get another job. I'm saying this should not be. That's not a healthy environment.
No TV show is guaranteed a second season. Anytime you look at pilot season in Hollywood. People sign up. They do a pilot. They don't know that that's going to series.
They were ready to start developing season 2, and it was pulled the plug right away.
You know how many people are excited
and that has anything to do with Kathleen Kennedy? If that has anything to do with
yes, it does.
That has nothing to do with Kathleen Kennedy. That is, if anything, it has to do with the audience. They're the ones that didn't tune in. Kathleen Kennedy gave you the project. The people don't watch. That's
blame
not
the consumers for not watching.
Of course, who else are you going to blame? They're the ones not watching. The producers are making the content. Their job is to make the content. She did her job. Her job is to
put a lot of blame on the end user. Because okay, I agree more people should have watched, but if they don't watch, you can't blame there has to be marketing.
Well, who are you going to blame? I know who I blame. I'll tell you, I know exactly who I blame.
What?
I blame all those a-holes that were review bombing because that
doesn't matter.
That does matter.
It does not matter.
It does matter. You know why it matters? Because I had a coworker who likes Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I said to her, did you watch The Acolyte? And do you know what she said to me?
I heard it's bad.
I did not, because my son read some reviews online and he heard it was getting really bad reviews.
Okay.
So those online trolls are having an effect on the normies who aren't following things that closely. They just look and they go, "Oh, it's got a bad score. I'm not going to watch," and they are affecting it. So these people didn't even bother tuning in.
I think you give them too much credit, and I think if the product is good enough, people are going to watch anyway.
Oh, we know that's not true. We know
I
that. Look
absolutely do
at
believe
look
it's
at.
true.
Well, then how do you explain all the good projects that fail?
In the past, there's
Well,
cult classics.
also,
In
the
recent,
audience, the normies don't know what an
are
acolyte is.
recent shows that were amazing that people didn't watch?
Well, off the top of my head, there's a million, but off the top of my head, I'll go right to Firefly. Look at Firefly. Everyone loved that
movie,
show.
though.
Yeah, they did, and the movie failed. No one went to see it. The movie.
I did not like the Firefly movie. I thought it was just okay. I love the series though, Joe. But honestly, I think
right now, Time Bandits, the new Time Bandits series on Apple TV Plus, great show. Didn't get picked up.
Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal, another one. Yeah, Muppets Mayhem.
I'm still upset about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Apple Plus has issues of its own. There's really good quality content, but the whole platform isn't getting out to normies, I believe. There's even a new Brad Pitt, George Clooney movie that people are saying is great. See it in the theater, and it's just not doing well.
Because there's too many streaming services, too.
Are you talking about Wolf? Well, to be fair, that got plugged from the movie theaters. That was only going to get like a couple.
Yeah, that and it hasn't opened yet either.
But getting back to Firefly, Joe, I think that was a product of bad management and where they put the Firefly series. That was a Fox disaster decision back in the day when wasn't it on Fox first?
It was on Fox.
Yeah. Fox.
They put it in a bad time slot.
And also they canceled
here's the other thing.
They also
The
canceled
normies,
the Terminator show, the Sarah Chronicle show. So yeah, the Fox is garbage.
But
But Fox learned. They stood by Sarah Connor. They gave Sarah Connor 2 seasons, despite the fact it had terrible ratings in season 1.
No, it should have got a third season, and that's it.
Yeah, but
you could have cut the budget. You could have cut the budget in half. Sure, like you could have cut the budget in half, still, and your practical effects would have still been great.
Well, I do want to criticize more executives now because I think it's causing people to lose their jobs, and I do not put too much credit on the trolls. I actually think they help viewership because people watch to hate on it that would not watch it before.
Yes.
In my heart of hearts, Joe, I feel you that they're annoying, but I honestly don't think they hurt viewership. I think that's. I think it's plausible.
The evidence I've seen is that they hurt viewership this time because I know people that did not tune in because I heard it's bad. Who'd you hear it from? Read reviews online.
Figure drawing says, and hello, Taladia. Due to social media, word of mouth review bombing is not a nuclear bomb. It can be a factor, but the most part, great movies find their way.
That's never been true.
No, bro. They review, but no.
Okay, so to get back to what Joe was saying, though, I know you're just going to be happy that Star Wars is having a celebration. Honestly, you don't need an update for Rey, but some of the things that you said could be possible that you would get you excited. Is a Lando update, a Rey update, maybe something about the Mandalorian movie.
Show me a trailer. Like that's it. You show me a trailer for what you like. Like take the Skeleton Crew, for example.
Right.
I was gonna watch Skeleton Crew. It's Star Wars. I like Star Wars. I was gonna watch Skeleton Crew. I like John Watts. He made great Spider-Man movies, but I didn't really know anything about Skeleton Crew. I wasn't sitting there like, oh yeah, Skeleton Crew. They showed me that trailer. It looks like the best Star Wars project in years. I was so excited because you won me over with the trailer. I don't know what you're going to announce.
And the marketing for it's got me on board too.
I don't know what you're going to announce, but whatever you're going to announce, it's your job to sell it to me. If you put out a great trailer, I'm there for it. Look, perfect example. I know it's not Star Wars. Thunderbolts. We got a Thunderbolts trailer this week. I was going to go see it. I have faith in Kevin Feige. The MCU is always pretty solid with a couple of exceptions. There's no way I wasn't going to go see that movie, but I wasn't like chomping at the bit for Thunderbolts. God damn, that was a great trailer. I'm so hyped for Thunderbolts now.
That was a good trailer.
Show it to me. Get me excited. I'm there.
Well, that's the other thing. So they're not advertising certain projects. Like, when's the last time they advertised The Acolyte?
That is true.
Well, I do think marketing was a little off on The Acolyte. And I think it could have been a tighter show.
And like each of these billion-dollar movies and shows get advertised like every 2 seconds.
And that's the thing. You're right. They are, oddly enough, it's canceled and they're still advertising The Acolyte. I saw a commercial the other day to watch The Acolyte on Disney Plus. So it's like they're still advertising that thing.
Yeah.
Well, October 1st is when fourth quarter
That's
advertising
crazy.
starts, when they start ramping up for the holidays.
Well, now they're advertising because
Right.
you know people aren't watching.
Okay,
but, yeah.
but we got to stay on. We got to stay on topic, CJH. So I want to get to Taladia and then you. So get prepared to CJH and then Anthony's last because it's Anthony. Taladia. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I would like to see. I know people say don't let your expectations ruin it for you, but if they whiff on that director of Godzilla Minus Zero, or was it -1? I don't remember.
-1.
-1.
Good movie.
Saying he wants to do Star Wars, and then inviting him over to Lucasfilm, and then also that's okay. There's three things there. Saying that he wants to do Star Wars after the success of Godzilla, both -1, critically, financially, worldwide, inviting him to Lucasfilm, and then third, having a Star Wars celebration in Japan. If they don't get some awesome Japanese talent to work in Star Wars, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. And I know that's my expectations, but I think they should do something with him, help develop something with him. So that's one thing I would love to see, something that's going to celebrate both Star Wars and Star Wars Celebration being in Japan and the great talent that they have over there. They have Star Wars Visions that's been a success that's been developed somewhat in Japan. So I would love to see a celebration of that. Maybe announces Vision Season 3 too. I would actually, I'm expecting a Rey update. I really hope, because I do believe it's having some issues. I think eventually will be released and it will be filmed, but I do think that there are some issues with the development. And I do also think if you have people pay their money for the Star Wars celebrations and these Comic Cons and all these events, that you should put some confidence in your announcements. And when they announce the Rey movie, I think they should be working hard on it. And I hope it works out for people like Joe. And Joe, I'm man of my word. I want to go visit you when the Rey movie comes out, and we'll go see it together. I'd love to see it with you because I know you're a huge fan. I'm not holding my breath for Lando, but that would be a great announcement. I actually would love it to go like radio silent and then to bring Donald Glover on stage to announce the Lando. That would be great, Joe. I would love that. And then I really do think if this Kal Kestis thing does happen, it would be a mic drop moment. Be like, whoa, you get everyone. It would be, I don't see anyone being negative on that announcement if they make that happen. So that's what I think, but we'll get to Taladia. What would you like to see at Star Wars Celebration? Run wild with your speculation.
So I'm keeping my expectations low with Star Wars right now.
Okay.
Right? Because like there's certain
talking about
projects.
Star Wars sucks.
CJ, let me finish. Anyway,
I get a joke.
like I'm keeping my expectations low because you can't go into expecting things all guns blazing, expecting things.
I guess if I reduce it to
Star
a
Wars
feels
right
argument,
now,
I'm happy.
talking about it sucks.
Sorry, Talati. I interrupted you too because I had to play that clip that Joe got. All right, go ahead.
As I was saying, I'm going into low expectations because I think that you can't expect to go into and say, oh, X, Y, and Z projects are going to be there when you don't know if it's going to be there, right? For example,
Just have
the Rey
fun.
project.
Have fun speculating. What would you like to see?
But I don't think the Rey project will be there.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get something in regards to the Mando movie. Maybe.
That's
right?
probably the most likely. We're going to
That's
get
the
some Mando trailer or something.
Mando trailer, I think that's the most likely scenario. Now, Kal Kestis thing, obviously, we take that as a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally,
that would be a big announcement.
That would be the biggest announcement for Star Wars, and I think that would be a big W for them because the guy who plays Kal Kestis is actually didn't want to play live action. He did want to do a live action.
Cameron Monaghan, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to play the role in live action. So, in terms of what they could do, there's loads of possibilities you could do for story wise in TV show, TV series, or a movie. But I think TV series is the most likely scenario for that, right? What else is there? I don't think we're gonna get. Like I said, I don't think the Ray project will be there. I think other projects though will be there. Like
it'd be nice if they announced a new. Also, because it's Celebration, they announced a new novels, comics, and maybe even a new game too. Would be cool.
Maybe something like, you know how the Tales of the Jedi, or maybe something season 2 of Rise of the Empire side of it.
Okay,
that would be
good stuff.
cool.
I would
Tales
also
of the Empire.
I would also like a new animated project that you weren't expecting to see, like besides just because Bad Batch and Tales of a Jedi and Tales of the Empire are kind of like spin-offs of Clone Wars, like the animation style. But I would love to see a whole new animated show. Joe, what about that? Would you like a whole new animated Star Wars show?
If they could do it in a different animation style. Like
Okay.
I hate the look of Clone Wars.
What
and
about
Bad
Rebels though?
Batch.
Rebels
I
is a
mean,
little bit better.
Rebels was an okay show, but the character designs just don't look good in that form of anime. You know, the aliens look good, the droids look good, the humans look terrible. They just don't look good. I think the best Star Wars animated show in terms of animation quality so far has been Resistance. Like that show really looked good. So it's like if we could get a different animation style, I'd be into it.
And Anthony, what would you like to see at Star Wars Celebration 2025? Are you believing the rumors of Kal Kestis?
I want more woke projects.
Lots of woke projects. Okay.
You know, but yeah, I actually want update to that James Mango one. I know he gave us one couple months ago.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the James Mango one.
I completely forgot about that one. He was
the origin of the Jedi. That was the movie that was supposed to be. That was the movie that the Game of Thrones.
Can I be honest? I know that was announced like when he started to say he was interested in Swamp Thing too. I just I think Swamp Thing
a couple months ago, whichever one comes on my desk.
Well, he was supposed to also do the Boba Fett movie too, so things have fallen through with Mangold and Disney before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm grateful he didn't do the
Sean Hickman. This is a comment. Get your comments in. See in the comments section. Let us know what you'd want to see. But Khmer show, I think it's too early to continue that. I think Acolyte. I hope Acolyte continues in some form, but I don't know. I
could see continuing.
I would be losing it, Sean, if they announced the Khmer or the Stranger show. But I think it's too early to announce it if they develop something based off the Acolyte characters.
Yeah, I think if you do Plagueis show, sure.
Ahsoka season 2 needs to happen. That's what I think.
I really like Ahsoka.
Well, yeah, that's already happening. Dave is writing it, but yeah, I say what was it? Yeah, the update of the Jedi Origins of the Jedi movie with James Mango, Lando, of course, a little bit of the Rey movie, if not sure, whatever, and you know, if one surprise, maybe what's it? Kal Kestis show or a new animated show, whatever one. I wouldn't mind.
Okay. Well, I'm all hyped for Star Wars Celebration. I was kind of feeling down, Joe, about Star Wars because the Acolyte season 2 canceled announcement, and then there hasn't been. I know you're going to say, I feel your vibe that you're going to say, Max, you can't get wrapped up in some rumors and speculation. Doesn't mean anything's wrong with the Rey movie, but I would actually like to see some progress. So, and then I was like, oh wait, Star Wars Celebration's like 6 months away. There's some rumors coming out, and then they were saying that there's some projects that we do not know about, you know, and that got me excited. And I really cannot wait for Star Wars Celebration. I hope some of what we predicted comes to fruition. I do hope there's some update. It'd be great for any of the previously announced projects to get an update. I'm talking any of them. The only thing that would crush me is the Rian Johnson trilogy. Not that I hate the man. It's just I would like so many other projects to go forward before that.
That would also be one of the other ones that would get me most hyped.
I know that.
I'll tell you another one that again, it's just a rumor. It came from a scooper. I don't trust scoopers, but the other day a scooper was putting out on Twitter that the Taika Waititi project's dead. I hope to God that's not true. I would love to get an update on the Taika Waititi.
I'll be honest, I never think that was ever happening. He was even joking about it a couple months ago. So I'm like,
Yeah, he was
this
saying
whatever,
that he wanted to
With the
retcon
respect,
the prequels.
I like Taika. I think he's a good good director when he passionate about it. But I don't think that movie's ever happening. I think the Patty movie is more likely to happen than his movie.
Yeah, they just announced a couple months ago that one's back on the docket.
Yeah,
the Patty Jenkins one. But no, the Taika. I mean, like other than Next Stop Wins or Next Goal Wins. Next Goal Wins was garbage. But I don't think I've ever seen a Taika Waititi movie I didn't like. He's just so much fun. I'd love to see.
I don't hate him or anything, but I think he's very hit or miss.
Yeah,
no, I don't know. The hate is a strong word.
Other than Next Goal Wins, I have yet to see him miss.
I mean, here's some of his.
Like he's a good talented director. If he's Thor, he had way too many creative freedom with that one. But the fourth one, not the third one. The third one was great, but the fourth one he had way too many creative. But he's a good director when you limit him on stuff. So yeah, like I have no problem with Taika. Like, yeah.
But my thing on Taika Waititi is the fact that he's like, if he's gonna direct something, don't give him the freedom to control to do things, because he'll go out of spiral control, out of control. Like, Thor: Love and Thunder is not that brilliant, right? That's my take. That's my opinion on it, right? Because I didn't like what they did with Gore. I didn't like what they did with the whole thing with Zeus as well. That was really not cool, right? It didn't make Zeus look brilliant or anything. And the fact that as well, like Valkyrie in that movie wasn't top notch either. So like Gore was a wasted for sure. Yeah, it was a wasted potential in that movie. So that's why I don't think if you're gonna bring Taika Waititi into the Star Wars stuff, don't give him a freedom control to do whatever the hell he wants, because it's not gonna work out.
See, I feel like he's at his best when he has creative control. Like, I think Love and Thunder is probably my second favorite movie of his after Jojo Rabbit.
Jesus Christ.
I enjoyed Jojo Rabbit. I don't know if I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I love the
respected
movie.
it.
That's a good idea.
I really liked Ragnarok.
I know,
I
I love that.
I wish the CG was a little bit better in certain areas when they did the Hulk stuff, but I have that problem with Hulk in general. But Thor: Love and Thunder besides having Jane Foster come back and her being the mighty Thor, I did not like Gore at all. Zeus grew on me. There's some stuff in there I like, but it just went overboard. It kind of did the jokes part too. I feel like whenever Taika goes onto a project, the first time is pretty good, and then the second time when he revisits that project, and it's like all the same jokes part two, just like what we do with The Shadows. The movie was good, the show was even better, and then you get to season 2 and get to season 3, and it's the jokes are just they feel
that
too
show
similar.
Keeps getting better every season though.
Okay, well
last season with the mutant all the mutant creatures that
I've fallen off that show. I watched the first season, I loved it. Part of the second season, I just dropped. I'm like,
the season with baby Colin Robinson. Like, I think every season I think is funnier than the last. Though I am kind of glad that they're bringing it to an end, because I don't know how where else they can go. So,
I mean, you can't. Like, at that point, you just like,
well, I do have a hot topic.
Wait, you wanted me to prepare for this?
What?
So I prepared.
Prepare for what?
Would do if I controlled Lucasfilm.
Oh my!
Oh, did I not get you yet? Okay.
No, not the Fox
To be
thing
fair, I
again.
interrupted a bunch of times. So.
Yeah, that's why I thought you talked already because you
The
interrupted.
Fox thing
All right.
again.
Go ahead. What would you
So,
want?
step 1. Dissolve and merge Lucasfilm into 20th Century Studios. Just get rid of the Lucasfilm. So we're done.
They paid
Moved on.
$4
20th
million
Century
for the
has
name
proved
Lucasfilm.
itself. 20th Century Studios.
That
has
would be
proved
an
itself.
absolute slap in the face to George Lucas, the fans.
We're
It's
moving
also-
on from George.
It's also
We're
back.
moving on.
That's backwards momentum. That takes you the exact opposite direction of where you want to go. That takes us to like DC. We celebrated
Listen,
that they got their own
I
vertical.
I love the 20th Century Fox fanfare, and I would love to see that at the beginning of Star Wars. And it might happen because they own both. But if they say, someone said the link to Perp, please, because we need to get him on in this
All
too.
right, I'll send him.
I'm
But
getting this.
I can't even get past your initial premise, CGH, of how bad this is. It would be a unanimous uproar if they said we're no longer calling it
Not if
Lucasfilm, we're calling it 20th
Lucasfilm
Century.
hasn't figured out their shit.
Wait, what?
The Lucasfilm hasn't figured out their shit yet.
What haven't they
But
figured out?
If you take Lucas's name off Lucasfilm and call it 20th Century Studios,
But we already have
Lucasfilm deserves the name to go on. 20th
Just
Century
because
Fox
they
had to be
used to,
sold.
just because
We
they
already
used to
have.
work back in the day with the first Star Wars movie, that released on the Fox. Like, I think it released on the Fox.
I want to hear more, CJ, because you
Okay,
triggered the hell out of me.
So, step 2: focus on production over announcements.
I agree with that.
Release the trailers,
Release the
completed
trailers.
projects instead of announcing about the movie.
Oh, that was George Lucas. Never mind.
Step 3: Darth Vader standalone project.
Okay.
Now, this could be a movie, show, or video game focused on Darth Vader's character
We had
when
3 of
he's
those movies.
at Darth Vader's prime, when he's slashing down Jedi.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't got that yet. We've gotten little cameos. That's about it. Revitalize the video game development. That's
Okay. You want to bring LucasArts back? You want to
well,
replace
Lucas
Lucasfilm and bring
Games
LucasArts
now.
back? Okay.
But yeah. Number 5: expand the animated projects. So
I like that.
There's different eras that they could explore. You'd give us like Count Dooku and Jango Fett. How did the clones start? Like, what was that story? Adapt some of the new canon comics. You know,
I
the
would
Battle of
partner.
Jakku.
I would partner with some Japanese manga and anime studios and let them do what they want with Star Wars.
Actually, that is more actually. I
Number
would do that,
6:
yeah.
we need to stop doing this whole deep fake foolishness.
I agree.
Recast.
Recast.
Start
Yes.
recasting.
What is this?
What you want to see at Star
Is
Wars?
this your manifesto?
5.
No need
But
to recast anyone.
Skip number 7. No one likes that one.
Nobody
No,
should.
you don't
He
have to
wrote-
like
recast
number
it.
7. No, we got to hear it.
You don't have to
That
recast
man
all
can't
the
get
I was
rid of
gonna
the
say
woke up.
focus on
You have to
diverse
recast
Stop
Luke.
focusing on
storytelling.
diversity.
But,
You
yeah.
have to recast Luke and Leia, bro. Like, seeing
Anyway,
the CGI
number
thing is
8.
disgusting. Like, it's just like,
I don't think you should recast
need
Luke
to
or Leia. I don't think you
collaborate
should
with
use Luke
the
or
fan
Leia.
creators that do the fan films.
I don't know about that. That's
Wait, what?
Well,
Say
some
that
of
again?
the fan films are really well put together.
I
At
don't
least
know
the ones
about
that called Star Wars Theory. You know.
No, his fan film was good too. I don't
Is it
like
in the
Yeah,
woods? Is it in the woods?
Well, what I mean is
I
the
would
ones that are
would
actually
do
good.
here's what I would do. I would develop a live action kind of like America's Got Talent or Star Search or something.
Well, what I was gonna,
listen,
it was
CJ,
going to
can
lead
I
into
finish?
the
And then
next
we'll get
one,
back to you.
which was establish the Lucas.
Can I finish, please? Can I
Can I
finish?
finish before I forget? So I would do a live action series, get some judges, have people submit their fan films, and then give a budget to expand their fan film for the winner, and then release it on Disney Plus.
Which is the next
and
point
I
I
think
was
you
going
could
to
do
make.
you could do a whole
Film
season
festival.
fan film
festival.
Star Wars fan film star or something. Search for the, you know. That's amazing.
What is going on? That's
Like
amazing.
Project Greenlight or something that
You didn't even
Matt
finish the
Damon
title.
and
You're gonna
Ben
have to re-watch the list. that I-
embrace
I
the
gave
fan
out.
film community.
I'd rather not. I'm good.
Get judges to judge. Have
Lucas
an
already
audience
did
judge
that.
too. The best fan film.
There's
and then
only
give a
one
budget
person that could
creator
judge
to
fan films. There's only one person that's qualified
Lucas
to
already
judge
did
fan
that.
films.
He did that years ago. He
No, Kathleen
picked
Kennedy.
the best fan film.
Yeah, but then also give a budget for them to expand their short film.
Yeah, stop making them go into the woods.
Okay.
and,
Well, what else
do
do you
all
have,
that.
CJH? And then
Well-
Perp.
well,
you have to be
what I
prepared
was
for
saying
what
is
you
Wait,
want
what
to
do
see.
we? I don't even know what we're talking about.
I'm setting it up for you. What you'd like to see at Star Wars Celebration 2025.
Oh,
some
okay.
projects that you'd like
That
to
one?
see movement on.
All right. Am I
Oh,
last?
animated projects.
Let me make
and
my
video
list. Hold on.
games.
I can write this down. Let me write this down. Well, let me
Okay.
smoke and then let me write this down.
All right, go ahead, CJ. What else you got?
With animated projects and video games.
right.
We haven't got a lot of them. They need to bring that back. I know that they're trying to fade out the animated stuff, but like just because they're afraid of it for some reason. But there's so many stories they need to tell with the animation. Like, tell us how Count Dooku helped create the clones. Tell us that story. Why did Dagobah go missing?
Dagobah?
Well, he
The
died.
Dagobah
remember?
system.
He
He
exploded.
he erased the system from
He
the
erased the system.
service,
from the library,
from the archives.
From the archives. Yeah.
Tell us that story. Tell us the stories of Anakin and Obi-Wan when Anakin was
Honestly,
only
I love
young one.
Anakin and Obi-Wan, but we have a lot of them.
No, I mean when he's training him as
new
a youngling.
characters. I'd prefer new characters. Let's just get new characters.
New characters. Okay.
Like, I'd rather they not rehash the past. Like, I mean, I'll
Well,
make
also,
exceptions for like Lando
you
and Solo because they already established those recast
Well, you
characters.
also do
but
Battle of Jakku.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen the Battle of Jakku yet.
Okay.
With
Cool.
the most we saw was in the Battlefront.
All right. I don't know. I know it's short notice, Perp, but are you prepared at all for what you want to see at Star Wars Sub? We're not that far away. It's like 6 months away.
Can someone go before me?
We all went already.
Ah. Okay. All right.
Just 'cause you want woke
Let's
stuff.
do what I have
It's in
to. Okay,
Japan.
so-
To give you a hint, it's in Japan. One of mine was you really should take advantage of Japan being there and announce a project. I said with the Godzilla -1 director.
no,
because-
Takashi Miike.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah. You go. Yeah.
I didn't like your first comment, but that's funny.
Okay, so first things first. I hope they announce that there's time for rated R Star Wars, including the first horror Star Wars project. That'd be great.
And that you're directing.
Yeah, that'd be great too. Use a template. Hopefully, they use a template of another movie and they put a Star Wars filter through it. What do I mean by that? I would love the Raid version of a Star Wars, or a Star Wars version of the Raid movie. Like, basically use whatever stories that are great, which they do now. I mean, this is what Star Wars was founded on, right? To take the Hidden Blade and mix it with, Flash Gordon. More of that, but use specific movie templates. Movies should be remade through or filtered through Star Wars. So I would like a Star Wars version of the Raid. What I would pitch was the Knights of Ren trying to get what they can get, decide to raid Vader's castle, and they find themselves filled with booby traps and all this crazy stuff. Make it an awesome,
That'd be awesome.
one escape thing. Okay, another version, the Blues Brothers, Max Rebo and the trying to get the band back together, and then get chased by the Empire. Okay,
We still have to find out if Max Rebo's alive after Boba Fett, right?
Blues Brothers.
I think he's dead.
Use the Blues Brothers template and do a Max Rebo movie or show. Okay, that's it. That's how far I got so far. Okay.
Okay, cool. I would give the Star Wars property to some manga and anime creators and let them go crazy. Develop a series. Good stuff. But I know we were all a little bit down about. Maybe you weren't down about Star Wars. Maybe you thought everything's running fine, but Star Wars Celebration is right around the corner. That's the next big event for these. Well, I guess New York Comic Con's before.
You mean anime, by the way, right? Yeah. Because they do have that. What's a show that they made where it's not canon? But
Jedi Tales or whatever.
A bunch of Star Wars anime TV show. Visions.
Yeah, I think they should at the very least announce Visions season 3. You know, let me see what Chris says. Okay, no joke, all seriousness. I always thought a CSI Criminal Minds, but with Jedi being the detectives would be awesome.
There we go.
True detective meets the Jedi. That's great, Chris. That almost sounds like the Green Lantern too, like what they're potentially going to do with their Lantern show.
I would go harder and not say CSI and do 7 with Jedi. It's like 7. And they're doing like the craziest Sith kills. Like this Sith is nuts.
You know what I want to see?
Kevin Spacey.
I'll throw something at you. Here's what I want to see. I want to see Star Wars Detours. Star Wars Detours was an animated comedic show created by Seth Green. They made something like 100 episodes of it. And it's made, it's finished, and Disney, it was made under Lucas. Then when Disney bought Star Wars, they just buried it.
This is like the Batgirl of Star Wars.
Throw them up on Disney
Wait,
Plus.
which one? What are you talking about?
Star Wars Detours.
Oh,
I didn't know it was finished, Joe.
I didn't know. It was
Oh yeah,
you got pictures of it?
There's something like 100 episodes of it, and Disney just decided not to do anything with it.
They did a similar thing with Fox. There's a Fox animated. There's a Fox before Disney bought Fox. There was a Alien versus Predator anime series that it was going to be 10 episodes or 12, whatever it was.
Wait, and anime or animation?
Anime. That's what the director said.
Holy crap!
And it was finished and everything, and it's in the Disney vault. And he's like, "Well, I mean, I can't do anything because it's there. It was finished when before it was
there
finished."
There are a lot of stuff that's in the vault. You know, the brothers that did Stranger Things, they have a movie being held on to. Yeah, that's I forget which production company have. They had a debut movie that's in a vault somewhere.
Damn. It happens in Hollywood, I know. But
happens a lot. I'm actually very blessed to have Batgirl be the highest profile version of that.
After the success of Alien Romulus, why not release it on Hulu?
Oh, this is from it?
Yeah, this is a screen. There's a trailer.
I know exactly why this was canceled.
You can find trailers of it up on YouTube. It's a comedy show.
I could see why Disney canceled it. I could see.
It's by Seth Green. It's by Seth Green. It's like in the style, except he's not using action figures. It's in the style of Robot Chicken. George Lucas
Robot Chicken,
because he loved Robot Chicken, and he said, "I want you to do something like that for Star Wars."
I want to see this.
Yeah, and there's like 100 episodes or something.
Look at little R2D2,
and they're just
I'm on Solo.
No, Han Solo doesn't dance with Greedo. He shoots him first. What is this? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm Solo.
It's
like the dancing
video. That would be great.
Just put it on Disney Plus. We've got.
Or don't put it on Disney Plus. Just release it physically. You can only buy it on physical media.
Yeah, it's time to make things exclusive and physical only now. Let's do it. Who's going to be the first company that does that? It's like, nope, this is never being released in stream.
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
They talked about doing that with Angel.
I would like to remind people that are just getting here. I have changed my stance on asking for engagement.
Again?
Yes, because you've been surprising me. More people have been engaging, liking the video, and leaving nice comments. Please leave comments. I will read them. I'll try to reply. And you help this show and our community grow. And there's great things coming from MME. So please, if you're just getting here, like the video. I would like to have a 20 like goal for this live stream. That would be great. I hope to stream again tomorrow. We have some other topics to talk about. We have an AI topic that's pretty hot topic right now. And it's perfect for perp as a little segue.
Yeah. Thunderbolts. I saw your reaction to it.
I liked it. I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't amazing. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
enjoyed
that's
it.
the general consensus. Everyone thought it was good,
But I
not
also,
amazing.
I'm really I'm not like a huge Pixies fan, but when they use that song, I'm like immediately drawn. I love that song too.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
I am actually always been hyped for that movie. I think that's such a great idea.
I'm going to disagree with you, Perp. I loved that trailer. Like, I absolutely.
No, I'm talking about their
I
reaction to it. I was fine with the trailer. I'm hyped for the movie. Like you guys said in that reaction, I don't know anyone this is the most hyped Marvel. I am. That is the most hyped Marvel movie I'm hyped for next.
By the
Unless
way,
Scarlet
Max,
Witch gets announced.
I looked it up, Max. Star Wars Detours, I said 100. They made 39 episodes. 39 episodes are produced, featuring, listen to the voices they got. Voices of Seth Green, D. Bradley Baker, Anthony Daniels, Ahmed Best, Billy D. Williams, Seth MacFarlane, Felicia Day, Zachary Levi, Catherine Tabor. Don't know who that is.
That's the cast.
Cree Summer, Donald Faison, Joel McHale, and Weird Al Yankovic.
That's
This
awesome.
would revive Zachary Levi's
Release
career.
Star Wars Detours.
Yep.
Trying to
Release Star
revive-
Wars Detours.
Trying to revive Zachary
At the
Levi's
very
career.
least, if I had that,
the Weird
I
Al.
would make a Disney World ride. We're showing clips from that show or something. Like you can only see it on the Disney World. I would do something with it. What? Cal, put the Pabst bottle down or can't. Don't who highlighted that? Don't highlight when. All right, he's on. He's out of control tonight. Okay, so please don't highlight that if you're on the.
Not me. I'm
Okay.
trying to like.
All
the
right, let me
stream.
bring this. Let me bring this up here. I can't.
Oh,
Yes,
my
it's
man putting in the
Michael
work.
Bay
Look at him
story.
go.
It's Michael Bay and like Batman v Superman. Michael Bay v James Cameron talking about AI. Michael
I
Bay
remember
on
this
AI.
a couple months ago. Yeah, I remember this.
It
yeah.
doesn't create, it just imitates and will create a whole bunch of lazy people. So to all the original
Golly.
creators out there, have no fear.
Fucking Michael Bay's leading the charge. Let's go.
So
what's your really Michael Bay?
Come on, CJH, are you really going to interrupt Perp's Michael Bay story? He doesn't make the news much anymore.
Well, I mean, he's
no
making
offense,
a-
Perp, he doesn't.
Yeah, he
I
does.
don't know what projects he's directing soon. I don't know.
No, I don't know
because
either.
he's successful, but I don't know. I'm sure he has something to do
he's
with Bad Boys.
He's like in the
producing
same
and-
limbo as Zack Snyder right now.
No,
He's
I don't think
producing
so.
stuff.
Yeah,
his
producing
name is in
Michael Bay
Transformers 1. His name is in the Transformers
Michael
1.
Bay has reused footage.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, what's your thoughts on Michael Bay's thoughts on AI here? It's just going to create a bunch of lazy people. Don't fear. It just it doesn't create, it imitates. What's your thoughts on that?
Sure, that's his opinion.
What's your thoughts on it? That just imitates, does it create?
I mean, that's right now, but isn't like James Cameron on the other side working on
That's
that?
what I
So
was
it's
going to
like-
bring James Cameron in. Yeah, right
Okay,
here.
So like, yeah, that's it right now, but that doesn't mean it can't go to a place where it's like, damn.
It
Like-
does, as far as I know, with AI, it does pull from existing stuff to create.
Sure.
If we
but
get
that's
to
everything.
if we get to a point where AI, think.
Oh my
Keep
God, take
highlighting
this
the
down.
house. Joe,
What?
That wasn't. Oh my God, I don't think that was
That's
Joe.
not me.
What
That's
happened?
not me.
it's not me.
Anyways, could go ahead, please.
Anthony doesn't have
Hannibal.
access. CJH doesn't have
I
access.
think it was
Okay,
Joe.
bro.
No, CJ.
What happened?
I'm not doing anything.
think it was
You
I
guys
know
Crazy
it's
Joe.
not Taladia.
It's
Okay.
definitely not
Max,
Talati. I can vouch
just
for it.
go. Finish your
Wait,
point.
no, it's Perp.
It is not me. No,
Perp doesn't
that's
have
you,
access
man.
anymore.
I don't have access to that.
It's
You,
not my
CJ.
fault. He doesn't. He just left. He just did his own thing. Which is
And I'll
fine.
leave again if you bring that up.
No, I did. Why would no? I'm just saying.
Okay,
you guys made a
anyways,
decision.
go
You're
ahead
still
and
welcome
finish your
anytime.
thought.
I'm messing with you, Max.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So what? But here's the thing. Do you really think AI can't get? That's where AI is now. That it does pull from existing stuff.
Yeah.
But I do think the way technology is going is that AI is going to pull from stuff. AI is going to create too, and that's why it's so scary.
Yes. Well,
I
you
do
could
think
you
we're
could
gonna
also
get there.
reformat. Like I'm sure
Yeah.
there's going to be where you could talk to it. It's like, hey, here's a picture of a house. Do this house, but green. over here and have this like you could
So
people are going to be better at prompting. So it's like, you know, but
Or
at the
so-
same time, you're still going to need like prompting and stuff. And
So
I go
in
ahead.
the,
Needs
in,
to
we're
be
gonna put a poll up
regulated.
for this, and in on the replay, put either Team James or Team Michael Bay on the AI debate.
What if your team in the middle, Ridley Scott?
Why is Ridley Scott in the middle? What did he?
I
say?
don't know. It just seems like the perfect middleman between Michael Bay and James Cameron. I don't know.
Joe has stepped away from the keyboard.
What do you want, Zack Snyder? I'm middleman Zack Snyder.
I'm Team Joe Dante.
I don't think
What?
Zack
I'm saying
Snyder's used AI for any of his stuff.
No, he talk about it. He's very.
He's a middleman. What's his thoughts on AI, Taladia? What's Zack Snyder's thoughts on AI?
Well, Max didn't even post about.
I don't know about his thoughts on AI.
I'm asking Taladia. He would know.
I don't think he's commented on it.
That's why he's in the middle. We don't know.
We haven't heard what Zack Snyder thoughts about AI. Like he hasn't done an interview with.
should
Oh,
ask.
I think.
That'd be
What do you
great
think
for
he
next
thinks,
time he's on
Taladia?
here.
I'll be honest with you. I think he wouldn't go the route of AI stuff because
You don't think he'll like it?
I don't think he'll do it. I don't think he'll do it.
The reason I don't think he would is because
He has talked about
does-
AI. Actually,
he storyboards everything.
he's talked about.
Now he can have AI do it.
No, I don't think he could. I don't think
He
could
said
function
he's
like
not
that.
worried about AI film.
He, as far as I know, most in Claudia, you could back me up on this. He has like huge stacks of storyboards. He like storyboards every scene.
Yeah, and he can feed it to the AI machine.
But I don't know. I don't. That might just.
And then he could prompt because the
Who
one
brought
thing
this
that's
up?
okay. Hold on.
Me.
The one
He has mentioned it.
Yeah, he's. It seems like he's team. He's team.
You do still have access, CJH. If you brought that up.
Yeah, you still have access, so it's him.
Cut.
I didn't highlight the comment.
Well, here's the clip. Here's a clip of Zack Snyder
not the
talking about
second
AI.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
Yeah, there's a clip I put in a private chat.
Why he's not?
So yeah, he was
okay,
on Joe Rogan's
Seems like
I'll
he has
get
a take
that.
similar to
I'll get
Bayes.
that. Keep that up, but I want to hear what James Cameron says first, and then we'll get to Zack Snyder. Okay, so James Cameron has joined the board of directors of Stability AI. I was at the forefront of CGI over 3 decades ago. Him and George, really. And I've stayed. Didn't he work with Lucasfilm for Terminator 2? I don't know. I can't.
I
I'm thinking
put it in the private chat so you can share it.
What's he doing to that guy?
And I've stayed on cutting it. I don't know. I've stayed
Why is he
on the
looking at
cutting
me?
edge. He's putting AI in the person.
He's looking at me like, you see what I'm going to do to
Now
this guy?
the intersection of generative AI and CGI image creation is the next wave. This is where you go so long you become the villain, James Cameron, because you're basically bringing on the Terminator world. You're bringing on Skynet. James Cameron would join the board of directors to bring on Skynet, is what I'm getting.
Another thing too,
Yeah.
actors will not like that at all. Actors, some actors won't agree to this. They'll say, "Nah, we're not gonna do. We don't want our likeness to be put in AI." Case in point.
Well, they don't. They won't need to. They're making up their own actors now in AI.
No, but the thing is, case in point, like there was no permission for them. For example, DC used Christopher Reeves in The Flash, but there was no permission for them to use that.
Get
Right?
him, Joe. The family gave permission.
No,
I
no,
knew it.
no, no, because there's no facts of that, Joe. Where's the facts of that?
Where are the facts, Joe?
I assumed that because they released it, they got permission. So
Yeah, there's no way.
I
These,
mean,
these
James-
movie people dot their eyes.
They specifically said that they had permission.
Where's the facts, Joe?
But where was the facts of when James Gunn said it's the best movie since The Dark Knight?
Whoa, you're changing the.
one of the
No,
best
but-
movies of all
that's
time.
different.
Right.
It was right. Joseph
Nah,
says
that
he-
movie- that
Well, I mean, it's
movie-
better
that
than The
movie-
Dark
That
Knight.
movie
I,
is a
dude,
two-pack of ass.
wait. First of all,
There's
I
no-
could,
If
there
I
is
see-
nothing. It is not a lie for James
Man.
Gunn to think that that's one of the best movies of all time. That is not a lie.
If
And
you
I could
believe
see-
that he was honest, I believe he's a salesman, and he's kind of goes to even though
How
he
come
does-
he's never
he does-
done it again, and he's
Oh,
had to sell
even
multiple
though
movies
you're-
afterwards?
you're
How come he's never done it again if he has
I
to sell
think
multiple
because
movies
he
afterwards?
learned his lesson.
He
He
is
learned his
very
lesson to
talented.
shut
Sure.
the F up.
His own car
Sure.
and
That's
on
it.
at the used car sale.
No,
at the
he-
used car
James
show.
Gunn-
But
James
he'll
Gunn
also
learned his
sell
lesson.
you
He
the
didn't
one
even
that
say
no
that
one
for
wants
How come
over
he
there
didn't
and
say
said
Penguin
it's-
is the best show he's ever seen? And,
No,
and
bro,
people would have
he-
agreed with him.
oh,
And people would have agreed with him.
All he said for the Penguin, good quality. That's it.
Exactly. He didn't even say it's the best because honestly, it seems like the
Because he
Flash
learned
would
his
be-
lesson from the Flash.
No,
movie
because the
he got
Flash seems more like James Gunn's style of movie,
No, it
right?
does
It's
not.
really
That piece
funny.
of shit does
It's
not
really
even fit.
funny.
That piece
It has
of shit
dark
movie
humor
doesn't
in
even
it.
fit him whatsoever.
It's colorful. It seems more like James Gunn's style, right?
It
So
does
you could
not.
see
It's
himself.
definitely not his
you
style.
I could see him loving that movie.
Do not
Listen,
see
you
it.
can still like James Gunn, and you can kind of admit that
I
he
watch every
oversold
James
it.
Gunn movie. That is not his
How did
style.
he oversell it by saying it's one of his like the best?
Listen, I
He
believe
did
Joe.
oversell it.
Do I believe Joe is one of his favorite superhero movies? Also, absolutely. I think there's enough there. Do I think James Gunn actually thinks that? Absolutely not.
Why?
I think James Gunn.
What evidence says that to you about
PR.
James Gunn?
Just be
No,
because
no.
everybody-
That's just his position. Because
No,
I'm
It's one of
giving
the
you
best of all
I'm
time.
giving you what his style is and what type of humor he uses.
doodle style?
And he's a comic book fan. You
No, but the
can't
fact-
possibly see
but
the Flash
no,
being.
Wait, Pep.
You
The
can't
fact
see that
you-
baby scene making him like. You
No.
can't see him loving that baby scene,
No.
really?
I mean, it is like a perfect film. It's kind of a hard film
Get him, Joe.
to not love. Like,
I
I
don't
mean,
know
it's
about
just
that.
it's got heart.
Joe,
It's got
it's a-
heart. It's got
If I
great
ever see
story.
James Gunn, I'm burning that movie in his face.
What?
Yeah.
How do you get it? Well, how do you get the film?
That doesn't even make sense because James Gunn didn't even make that movie.
guys, but here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like the
Thanks for
Flash-
buying it.
I'm joking,
he
bro.
and David Zaslav both praised the movie, and yet
Yeah,
it
they
flopped.
did. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
So what?
Yeah.
You still, okay, do you believe
Hold
Tom
on. What
Cruise
movie
too,
aren't
then?
they going to praise? What movie aren't they going to praise?
Do you believe Tom Cruise really thought that was a great movie?
Hell
yeah.
no. Hell no, I
No,
do not think,
absolutely.
bro.
No.
He got paid because
But
he
then why
signed,
did
he
they
signed,
say
he
it?
signed his deal. And 1 year later, he signed
Nope.
his deal to Warner Brothers.
Nope, that's not what happened.
Oh my god.
That's not what
bro.
happened.
Ah,
They-
you got
they-
it. You got it.
they
You
Joe
got
has
it.
the facts.
Yeah,
You
the
got it,
facts
bro. You
are
got
they
it, bro.
approached Tom Cruise and asked him to do a cameo as
organic.
Jay Garrick in the
Where's the
multiverse
proof?
game.
You gotta
They
show
announced
proof.
this. They reported
No,
it.
they didn't.
And Tom Cruise watched the movie, loved it,
Attaboy.
said he didn't want to do the cameo, but he loved the movie.
No, because Tom Cruise will never do a piece of shit movie like that.
It's not. Oh
No,
my god,
but he
you
do a
guys.
piece of shit movie like Mission
Hey, if
Impossible
that's a
2.
piece of shit movie, what's Madam Web?
That's
What's
another
Madam
piece
Web?
of shit movie. That's flop.
Okay,
I love,
okay, Anthony, be nice.
I love when that movie flopped. That was delicious.
I don't love with any movie flop.
I can't wait with Craven flop.
You and that
5,000
flop should
times.
marry.
Okay.
Listen, when
I don't
Craven
even know what we're
flop-
talking about now.
We're
Craven
talking about the
flop-
facts. The
okay,
facts of
never
the matter is James Gunn loved the Flash and he wasn't lying, and you guys can't handle that.
How the
sure?
hell did we get on to James Gunn in this when I'm talking about AI? I don't even know how we got to this conversation. I really am lost. I'm lost.
I mean, he
I'm
wasn't
like
wrong,
trying to
though.
think
He
about
wasn't
how to
wrong.
get back on
It's
top of
Share
phenomenal
the
movie.
interview in the
What?
private chat.
in the interview, private chat.
the interview. I'll go bring up Zack Snyder.
Anyways,
Yeah, good idea. That'll calm things
No,
down.
but I wanted to hear Joe's thoughts on AI.
People in the chat, we just arguing about movies. We don't take anything personal. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you for the announcement.
Hey, that was very needed, Max. Don't even.
Yes. Okay.
Even if I like
All right,
joking,
so-
even if I like joking around, I don't want flopping and then Craven the Hunter flopping
Yeah.
next. You know, it's just
No,
all
And
joke.
And
talking
Joker
with-
2 and Joker
Alright.
2 opening in China now.
Yeah, that movie.
And also the Instagram is the clip of the interview too.
Okay. Well, I don't need to. Thank
Oh my
you.
God.
That's
He just wants to push his Joe Rogan propaganda. He did this. He does this in my.
You like Joe Rogan?
No, CJ loves Joe Rogan. He says
No, he's doing a bit. He's doing a bit.
Wow.
What's happening to you, CJ? What
Wow.
bit?
He's
Okay.
doing a bit.
Why do you
Better
keep
than-
posting Joe Rogan clips in the private chat, CJ?
Better than seeing your nerds bit. I'll tell you
Bro,
that much.
just put the
Jesus
clip
Christ.
of
What bit does he have?
Only me and Perp
Bad
know about
audio?
that.
Look, say what you will about Joe Rogan, but News Radio was a brilliant sitcom.
I liked News Radio. Phil, it was
That-
really
that-
that could
give you
have been
I'll
one of the
give you that. I
best
ain't gonna lie.
sitcoms of all time if Phil Hartman didn't pass because it was hard to get back to. No, don't. No, we're not.
But I mean, you
canceling.
know, as sad as that was, John Lovitz was pretty hilarious on the show too.
Yeah, but it was like magic.
mean, I
when
John
Phil
loved
Hartman was
it.
there. It was like a magic formula with Phil Hartman.
But
Sure.
You know what
Okay.
the weirdest movie John Lovitz ever showed up in? 3,000 Miles to Graceland. That freaking action movie with a bunch of Elvises rob a casino. And in the middle of the movie, John Lovitz is just in there for like one scene and he gets killed. So weird.
That is weird. Okay, talking with Joe Rogan.
I hate the movie, but Lovitz also played he also played a tough guy cop in the movie Southland Tales. Which is
yes, that is the best, dude. Max, please watch a clip of John Lovitz in Southland Tales. It is the wildest performance. He's like, it's basically him auditioning for Terminator. John Lovitz playing the Terminator,
and he's not playing a comedic role. He's playing like the tough guy cop.
Yeah, he's playing a tough guy cop. John Lovitz as a tough guy.
It's really hard to stay on topic with this.
Yeah, AI is boring. Honestly, it's a
no. I wanted to.
It is a boring topic.
I would have moved on by now.
But John Lovitz, like we found the topic. This is John Lovitz, baby.
This is CGH.
High school high. Let's go.
This is CGH's fault. I was gonna put it, in the okay. So let's move on after this. I want to get Joe's thoughts. What he
then subtract your way out of
it.
He agree
more with Michael Bay or James Cameron on AI. Embrace it like James Cameron or Michael Bay say it's going to create a bunch of lazy people and you can't. It doesn't create, it imitates.
This is such a slow news day story.
It's not a slow news.
Bro. You
okay,
woke.
so this is what Zack Snyder said on HH's favorite show. I'm not that worried about the AI influence over motion pictures. Snyder said on the Joe Rogan podcast. There's obviously no formula. No one can predict what's going to be successful, or they would have gotten rid of the directors and writers a long time ago. Still, there's alchemy. There's still magic.
That is true.
I don't even know what the fuck he's saying.
There's still magic with directors, and you can't recreate it. And
he skips
the
a couple
stream
sentences.
is demonetized.
Yeah,
not demonetized.
I'm sorry, it's late.
ADHD stream, yes, and that's MMB Live.
He said it's an ad stream. I told him to subtract himself out of here. I got him.
The smoking episode of News Radio. I got to rewatch, Joe. When I'm over your house next, we got to watch some News Radio.
I do have the whole series on DVD.
Only the John Lovitz season.
That's my least favorite. I don't mind John Lovitz, but
gotta see him in Southland.
Was that the last season?
I think my favorite episode was the one where Jimmy James had the book and it got translated into Japanese and then got translated back into English from the Japanese, and they changed the title to Macho Business Donkey Wrestler. That one was so funny when he's doing the reading from the book. And none of it makes sense.
Well, that's nice, Joe. Thank you for sharing. What's your thoughts on the AI so we can move on?
I honestly don't give a shit. I will say that the AI will probably.
Let me preface it this way,
AI
Joe.
could probably make a better Transformers movie than Michael Bay, but that's all.
Oh, your response.
No. I don't have to be here for this.
No, I don't want you to be upset.
I don't
agree with that.
I don't have to be here for this.
I don't agree with that. I
wasn't supposed to be.
I actually want to revisit some more of the.
You don't think Allen Iverson can make a good Transformers movie?
No.
The basketball player? Allen Iverson?
The basketball player, that's crazy.
Yeah, his nickname's AI. That's what they called him.
That was a hard joke. That was a joke only you got if you didn't explain it.
We're talking about practice.
Nah, game.
Okay. I don't
Steven Spielberg did a movie called AI.
I think Paul Wes Anderson will make a better Transformer movie.
Okay.
That's true. Who do you side with? Do you side with James Cameron on AI, Michael Bay on AI, or Steven Spielberg's AI?
Spielberg, always Spielberg.
Yeah, always Spielberg's AI.
Always Spielberg.
But actually, Steven Spielberg finished that movie because that film was already made by someone else.
Kubrick's.
Yeah.
The only one I'm going to trust more than Spielberg is Hitchcock. You bring Hitchcock
So
back.
now there's 4 options.
I want to go back and watch. Perp, do you watch a lot of Hitchcock?
I've seen all his movies except for I Confess and a couple of his silent ones.
Wait, you confess to what?
I haven't seen I Confess, the Hitchcock movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I love Rebecca.
Yeah.
No,
how important?
Take that out of
which is funny because everyone always says, Hitchcock never won an Oscar. Hitchcock never won that dude has so many Oscars because Rebecca won Best Picture.
Isn't he? Was he one of the
first
major horror directors? Like
he never made a horror movie until Psycho.
Psycho, yeah.
Psycho and The Birds are his only 2 horror films.
They're suspense thrillers, then I guess.
Yep. The Birds is a great double feature with Jaws, by the way. I recommend it. It's such a great.
Okay. Well, I wanted to bring this up. I did another trailer reaction. I will release it later.
Release it now. I want to see it.
My trailer reaction. Well, I already recorded it.
Oh.
Did you see? Hold on.
I know what you're talking about.
The Sinners trailer.
Yes.
And thoughts?
I think it's going to be a good movie. I wasn't impressed with the trailer. I wasn't seeing any.
Impressed with the
No, I wasn't. I think the acting looks good. I wasn't seeing any imagery I wasn't seeing any imagery that caught my attention. From the vampires
I'll say this.
Look, okay, now compare this vampire trailer to Salem's Lot trailer, and it's like
Salem Lot is ass.
like,
anyways,
it's like that's I'm getting my vampirism from that.
But,
This I'm not. I think this is going to be a great movie. I like to judge marketing on its own. And I think this is a very poor trailer.
That's one of the things I hate. I like it. One thing I hate about it was that we know the plot. We know that it's gonna be him versus, I ain't gonna say the other words, but so you could have just shown that in the first trailer, but obviously they hold him back. This doesn't come out until March, I believe, right?
Yeah,
So,
I thought you would be all on board with it.
I am,
It
but
just didn't show
not
that
the
much
trailer.
though.
It's just not a good trailer. I am. I like the idea. I like the director. I love the time period. It's just the trailer just did not sell me at all.
I loved everything about the trailer. The vibe, the sound.
Sure. No, the music was good.
The Kellers.
Here's Liz, whose bladder leaks dropped in uninvited.
What?
As always, right on time.
Right on time with pads and stuff. What's going on, Mac?
Yo, did you see the awesome? That your hair looks great.
It does look good.
TJ.
I'm with King too in a way. Like it's like I know it's gonna be dope. I just didn't like the trailer. I just didn't.
Yes, Haley Steinfeld is in it. Joe, did you see the trailer for Sinners?
I did not.
It's a Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan starring vampire movie in the early 1920s. That's I don't want to. You'll have to see the trailer, but I think
never put the glasses over the mask.
That's who you. This is who you'd rather see, Joe.
Is a vampire.
Didn't
Leslie Nielsen and what's that movie called? I think I
Dracula.
might have.
Dead and Loving It.
I think I might have that. I don't think I've ever seen it, but anyone in the chat, please share your thoughts on Sinners.
I know I'm going to be in the minority. I know people get like.
I think it's going to be. It was like this is one of my most anticipated 2025.
Sure.
Okay, plot details for Sinners. This is for Joe because you haven't really. Have you heard of this movie yet, Joe?
They mentioned it on the Can't Be a Show today, but other than that, I've never heard of it.
This project is described as a period thriller involving vampires. Here's the official synopsis. Trying to leave their troubles behind, twins brothers Jordan return to their hometown to start again, only discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. You keep dancing with the devil, one day he's going to follow you home. Insiders report the film will be set in the Jim Crow era South and possibly involve both vampires.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm talking about. They didn't show that.
Supernatural traditions.
Yeah, they didn't show that in the trailer, which I wish they did.
I'm so glad to see Delroy Lindo in there, man. I
love
seen
it
forever.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in the Blade movie. He got cut. So
I said in my trailer reaction, which I'm going to release shortly after the stream. I said after this, I think it's going to be so big for both Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan that let me bring this back up here. Or this is what I said. I said I think they're not going to want to go back to IP work. They're going to want to create their own IP.
Well,
they're going to keep hooking with new projects. I think this is going to be. I think this is what you're going to know Ryan Coogler for over Black Panther. I know he's also known for Fruitvale Station.
He's already well known for creating.
But I think this is the project that's going to really take them both to the next level. And
Oh
honestly,
man, I don't know about that.
that's
Oh,
that's how
the next
strong I
over
felt about
Black
the trailer.
Panther, a horror vampire movie. You know what? How
Yes.
good? You know
I
how
think
good this
I
has
think
to
it's a
be.
franchise. It
Yeah,
could be
You know how good this has to be to
Max.
overtake Black Panther,
You know how
think it looks
the
good.
first
it looks
comic
like
book
a
movie to be
movie.
nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think.
I don't
Oh
know.
man, Max, that's
I don't know
a
about
really
that.
Oh,
That's
that's
hard.
how much I like the trailer. I'm like,
I
this
think this is
is a
them
fire-
clearing their throats and having
they
some
were
fun.
fighting over this project, the studios.
Okay,
You know?
maybe. Okay, then it has to get a Best Picture nomination. That's what you're talking about here.
I don't. But if you had the success with this on your
Black
own
Panther
created
made $1
IP,
billion and was nominated for Best Picture, and you think this is going to take them to the next level?
Yeah, you smoking
Come
crack,
on.
buddy. Yeah,
Yes.
you smoking crack.
I do.
Because then this got to get nominated and win.
Because I think it's going to be.
Wait,
extremely
are you
successful.
saying
It doesn't necessarily have to win an Academy Award, take it to the next level. But when you create your own IP and you reap the rewards of
That's true.
Of being like producer, having like total control of a intellectual property.
I think
going back.
No, you're right. You're right. I think
After
one of the
that,
things,
it's
one of the things after Get Out, like
yes,
it was like it opened up so many. If you go to Tubi right now and like just black filmmakers and creators were jumping into horror like you wouldn't believe. But the thing is, they're all very modern. They're all very now. I think this is great in terms of the next step, like a period piece now, like getting these budgets bigger now with horror, not just doing these low budgets, trying to get into Sundance, like do another Get Out.
Yeah.
Now it's like these
big
bigger
budget.
movies, hopefully opening doors for bigger budget genre movies.
Yes.
So I
Max-
think you're right in that case. Sure.
Did Max just say he was smoking crack?
Yes.
No, I've never tried it.
I heard Anthony say, "Are you must be smoking crack," and you said, "Yes, I do."
Did I?
Yeah, like bro, overtaking. Look, I mean, they say if the movie's successful, they're gonna make a second movie, but like
Panther was great.
Like no, bro, no, it would never do that.
Really
It
great
also
movie.
for a horror movie, for a vampire movie to get a good cinema score is very
But
hard.
you go to another level when you
very
create your own
hard.
property.
What did Get Out get in cinema score?
You go to
Get Out. Ooh, that probably got an A. Let me see.
Yeah, probably.
like what would Ridley
Get
Scott be if he
Out.
never made Blade Runner or the first Alien? You know, what
the
if he just did
same
other
as George
people's
Lucas?
IPs?
He would have been that. Same as
No,
George
what if he just made his own
Nobody?
other IPs? So I'm saying yes.
Well, dude, Blade Runner is an IP technically.
It is.
No,
an
I
IP,
know
and he
now
made
it is.
No, it's based on a book.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Alien then. The
Based on a
first
short
Alien.
story. Sorry.
Alien 2?
Yes.
No. The Blade Runner. Alien is original. That's Dan O'Bannon's treatment.
Okay.
Get
But I'm
Out.
saying that's another
Get Out.
level in this
In
this
2017,
sphere
Get Out.
of,
Get Out has an A- cinema score. That's
genre
very hard to get.
is when you create your own IP and it's successful. You have control over it. You have that branding. You know, that's what I'm saying. Even it doesn't have to win an Academy Award. If it's financially successful, it props up their production company, and potentially, if it's successful, they most likely what we were discussing our trailer reaction. Taladia can attest to this. I think you're going to get a Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan first look deal at some studio. You know, for any project that they want to develop, and that how do you go back to making Black Panther 4 or another Marvel movie?
Well,
after
what
that?
ends up happening is they keep doing the Marvel movies, but they end up producing and they do more of a James Wan thing where they're like they're releasing The Nun and all that stuff, like their version of like what James Wan does now.
I'm talking about going to like, I know people give JJ a bad name or something, but I'm talking about
Who's
JJ
JJ?
levels. Like you're
He's.
a
I think
powerhouse.
they're already there. Like, yeah, I guess I understand what you're saying, but like that's more when they start producing and they start getting up and comers and getting their movies to be number one for the weekend. That's when it's like JJ levels and stuff. You know, it's more of a producer thing of like now they take people under their umbrella and they make number one in the box office. JJ did that with Overlord. He did that with like, you know, stuff like that. This I don't know.
I
hope
see
it's
this
good,
being a
but-
pivotal moment in both their careers. I might be wrong.
Fair
By the
enough.
way, you got new,
It's definitely different. So in many ways, you're correct because it's like different. It's taking a chance on a new IP.
Yeah, potential franchise starter.
Yes, exactly.
Sean Hickman, member for 31 months. That's a long time, Sean. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Really means a lot to me. we cover a couple more topics, and then I can't be up too late. I appreciate you joining me short notice. I might stream tomorrow. I've just been really busy lately, and I have one more thing to do this weekend, and then I'm gonna have a lot of time to make content starting October. So we're gonna be up at the lake this weekend. I might have to get the boat off the water, which is sad, but I'm ready to close down the cottage for the winter. Let's see what else is here on Joe Blow. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna head out, guys. I've got
it's
already 5 o'clock in the morning for me. So
thank you, Claudia.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Claudia.
I can't stay till the end, but it
That's
is one of
okay.
those things.
That's all right.
Anyway, you guys take care. Have a wonderful evening, and guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Max.
I would appreciate it. Yes.
Thank you.
Take care.
We'll cover this one more topic here.
Don't watch The Substance, Taladia. Do not watch it.
Okay.
Watch it.
Anthony Beltry's been a member for 32 months. What did you have to show up, Sean, just because you're 1 month more? Thanks a lot, Anthony. No, I'm just kidding.
Cannibal!
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know. Anthony
Whose
randomly.
bladder leaks dropped in.
Okay, first of all, enough with the bladder leaks. Okay, I get it.
With the bladder, we get it.
No, Anthony, in one of your streams, you guys were doing flit charts or some shit, and Hannibal came up, and Anthony just goes, Hannibal. I lost it. I loved it.
Anthony, I really appreciate those 99 cents, your support for 32 months. I really do, because you've certainly demonetized enough of my streams. No, I'm just kidding, Anthony. We love you. Thank you, Sean and Anthony. But I didn't heard of. Have you heard?
Sword Power too.
Yes, thank you, CJH. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
That looks good on you. It really does.
You always dress in yellow when you want to dress in gold.
Max.
You're the new Max. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna see.
Mega Max.
Give me lots of money tonight. Bye.
All right. This is MMA.
Max.
Good job, man.
Yeah.
But did anyone hear about this project? The Electric State.
Yeah, the movie that cost $320 million.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay, so let me read
another
about it.
piece of shit movie coming from the Russo brothers.
Details
Hell
of
yeah.
the upcoming sci-fi film, The Electric State. Angela Russo Oslot, sister of Joe and Anthony Russo. Okay. Shares new information on their production company's new ambitious film. Look at this image.
That image
Looks good, but like I will not be wasting $300 million on the Russo brothers.
I love the Russo brothers from Marvel, but
Marvel, but their movies just been ass for the last couple of years.
Hey, Max.
Yeah.
You smoking crack, buddy. Yeah, you smoking crack.
I do.
I
did not know I did
Can
that.
you please take that off?
No, that's
You
great.
do what?
I do.
Hannibal.
That's true. I admitted it. Okay, so this I did not even know before I brought up this article. I just saw a sci-fi movie. I did not.
The hell is that guy gonna do with that little gun?
I did not know the Russo brothers' sister was doing anything in that production company. But this doesn't look just sci-fi. This looks like horror.
That looks badass, man.
Doesn't it look horror vibe?
I don't know what that guy's gonna do with that little gun, but aim for the red. That's what video games
is
taught
this
me.
thing? It's got like a Joker-like mouth.
We are
eyes.
reaching the new levels of horror that people like, where we're like. I was thinking of this, like The Substance, which I can't stop talking about. I know has like the best sci-fi concept I've ever I've seen in a lot. God damn it, dude!
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's really offensive because The Substance actually talks about like women's issues and stuff, and you're putting that shit, and it's offensive, Max.
I didn't know that.
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
To women everywhere.
I apologize to women everywhere for unpausing the Poise ad on JoeBlow.com with one of the worst timing parts of the ad when they really mention the stuff going on that you need the Poise. But I would be open to a sponsorship. I could use.
Stop it.
Hey, if the zombie apocalypse or any of these horror movies come, pads are always in these shows. They help people, you know. if you're in a pickle and you got an injury,
Pickle Rick.
slap one of those on there to stop the bleeding. Oh, God, why did I say that?
You're not kidding. Oh my God, you're not kidding. They
I've seen that in so many Walking Dead. It's okay.
Which one? The pads? Have they put the bullet hole, like a tampon in a bullet hole?
Yes.
Has anyone done that yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I heard that's actually like an actual thing that works in real life.
Okay, so what?
But doesn't that make it sad then when people do like the whole they're putting tampons in the boys' restroom? It's like, well, school shootings. It's like, oh shit. Makes it sadder. All right.
Cal says, thank you. Cal says Cronenberg-esque film made by a lady.
It was amazing. It was an amazing movie. It's my favorite
And
movie.
I
I did it today. I gave it the full 5 stars today on Letterboxd.
But what can we get from this image here? It looks like sort of like a kaiju type alien thing with a weird face.
I love it.
Like a smile, like a Joker smile, some eyes. It looks like it's wrapped up in some power cables. And this guy looks like he is ready to.
He's defending that American flag. Yeah.
Yeah. The American flag is erect. That means he's ready to go and protect his family and his land.
Yeah.
From this monster. So
not in God's country.
I'm sorry, but I think
describe the whole plot from this picture, Joe.
Keanu's pickup truck.
It's like the peninsula of masculinity.
Yes.
This is literally happening in Canada right now.
Well, it's got an American flag.
Oh, that's very Canadian.
Oh. Joe, what's going on with this image?
Me personally,
I don't know. Robot.
Okay.
Oh, it could be a robot. True, the red eyes.
It could be a robot.
Well, why would they make a robot look like that? Why would they make that?
I think this is adaptation of a book.
Is there any? I mean, like it looks obvious. Like I couldn't see anything other than a robot there. It looks very
Okay.
mechanical.
Let's see what it says here. The Electric Slate next year in March on Prime Video. The Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown film would finally secure a rating from the MPA with a PG-13 for sci-fi, violence, action, language, and some thematic material.
This is gonna be the next Tomorrow War.
The Hollywood Reporter sat down with the Russo sister, Angela Russo. A really interesting exploration of a world where service robots. Joe was right. I thought it was an alien. It's a robot.
Robots.
Live alongside humans within their time, performing specific service for humans. The robots start to realize that they may want something more than the purpose they were made for.
It's the iRobot.
And the humans begin to fear this. So eventually a conflict plays out.
And
there's a war between the humans and the robots.
Yeah, I get it.
This is pretty generic.
We're going deep to the iRobot.
And the humans leverage technology to win, and they take all the robots and banish them into an exclusion zone.
And there's going to be a sad scene when they're crushing the robots, and the robots are like, no, and everyone go feel bad for Robot. I get it.
It's a global conflict as well. So there are other stories and eras that could play on different countries.
Doing all this freaking imagery to real world events, except it's fucking. Oh, sorry, robots.
That's all right.
I hate it already, Max.
Everyone makes fun of Canadians.
On the image,
like
and then when I
Canadians,
heard the
right?
synopsis, it's like this sounds generic as heck.
Well, maybe the trailer blows this away. I'm down. It's not what it's about, Max. It's how it is about.
Especially, you mentioned Chris Pratt. That was that other Amazon movie. I was like, okay, it was all right.
Tomorrow War, yeah.
That was a good movie. Tomorrow War.
I thought I couldn't get past the premise, Joe. Like they're getting people from the past
Generic
to fight the
Blade
future.
Runner.
What the hell? I don't
Timey
know.
wimey.
If you're gonna do robots, why would you do these like giant like robots? It's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why that robot was made. I want to know how they got that face. Who made that decision in the lab or whatever?
I think he was created by the Joker.
Yeah, I don't know why it looks like that if the humans made it. It's like creepy.
Unless they did that themselves.
The trailer's got to blow me away because
the trailer's got to be really good. It could be really good, but that's just like you're not selling it with that.
No,
you know what movie's really good? You know what movie's really good? Happiness, and you can now get it on 4K disc through Criterion.
Don't be recommending that filth, that degenerate filth out
I'm
here.
recommending it. No, I will say this.
That movie has people do. It's a real warning. It has really dark humor.
I will say this.
Like children harm humor.
I have gone on record many times saying I don't like the word cringe. I will make an exception.
And I think when you do that, it's cringe.
If you have not seen this film, you don't have the right to use the word cringe because this is one of the only words it really applies to. One of the only films it really applies to.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
Especially every moment Dylan Baker is on screen.
God bless Philip Seymour Hoffman in that one. The phone guy.
The sequel. I never saw Life During Your Wartime.
I never even heard of that. I didn't know that had a sequel. Oh my god, it must be terrible.
Yeah, but Todd Solondz. Well, Todd Solondz does what Todd Solondz does. He recasts every role. The John Lovitz role in this movie is played by Paul Rubens in the sequel, and
is it good?
I never saw it. I never saw the second one, but Todd Solondz, like the character Dawn Wiener from Welcome to the Dollhouse, she's like in 20 of his movies and always played by a different actress.
Okay, thank you, Chris. I think I'll take the bad CGI robots. Anthony Cheeseman gets the comment of the night.
Did Chris
I didn't believe in. I did. Thank you. This warms my heart, Anthony Cheeseman. I might put this in the intro. I didn't believe in cringe until I subscribed to this channel. LOL. Thank you, Anthony Cheeseman. That means a lot.
You got to believe in something.
Sold cringe to you. I've sold the
cringe.
Yeah.
Hannibal.
All right. I was
actually. I'm gonna find this on VHS and send it to Max. I'm gonna send it.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Hey Max, how much money? How much money for you to go see The Substance? How much of a donation for you to see The Substance?
I thought Max
and give a review.
I don't know, but I don't have time to see it anyway this week. I would have to wait till next week. I would see it.
Probably gone by next week.
It's not going to be gone.
It's just being distributed by a streaming company. That shit's gone in 2 weeks.
I think it's doing fairly well though. Like,
yeah, no, it is. It is, but still
for the budget. Yeah.
So I was going to do the mailbag. I thought there was a few left in here, but I think I got them all.
Attaboy.
So,
Happiness goes for $50 on VHS.
Awesome.
Look at you go.
Yeah. So we'll just bring up good news of Twitter for like 10 minutes and then we'll end at 2 hours.
It better be good news, man. I swear to God.
It's mostly good news. I try to look for good news.
I want to share something after the show, though.
I definitely do not want to be here for that.
When
$50 on VHS.
When he's sharing something after the show.
Is this a VHS?
Yeah, that's a VHS.
Yeah, that's the VHS.
It's a late release.
I'm kidding, CJH. Relax.
Was it released 2005?
98. Well, I guess the VHS came out in 99, but it's
that is not a comfortable watch for Max. Let me tell you.
I don't know if I want. There's a lot.
What? One of the main characters. One of the main characters is a bad guy. And
to children,
not
to children.
Yes, a bad guy to kids,
and they make jokes of it.
Yes,
James Gunn style. Let's go.
I never asked you that, Cal. Please behave and put down the paps. I think you have enough tonight.
Hey, what's going on in Twitter?
First look at Sentry in the Thunderbolts. I actually missed it.
And he's acting like a mime?
I honestly don't know about the
today
character yet. I don't know why people are... Honestly, if this is the first look at Sentry, I don't know why people are that excited. It doesn't look that great to me.
I mean, he's not in the suit yet. I mean, he's just...
I know that, but, like...
Okay. The trailer, that's Bob. Yeah.
Wait, do you even know who Sentry is, Max?
Now that's his
I've seen
logo.
the comic images of him, but that's it.
We're the big
like
he's a little
Superman.
Sentry Prime. Sentry Prime. He's the leader of the Transformers.
But no, that's Optimus Prime. And after he ripped off Megatron's face, he said, "We should be friends and allies with."
Yes. Everyone. Did anyone else notice Sentry in the Thunderbolts trailer?
What I want.
Bro, he was literally when they said Bob. Bob is his name.
What's his last name? Up and down in the water?
Oh God,
it's Murphy.
No, that's Bob.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
what about Bob?
Just because because
I do also have to watch Agatha because Agatha. I've been seeing stuff from Agatha. People seem to actually like it. So I have to check it
Oh
out.
yeah, well, you haven't watched it yet?
Oh, you know what? My Disney Plus lapsed.
Good.
So did my HBO. I'm
Of course.
actually getting VHS, and
You're
my
struggling.
streaming is
That's why all your TVs are off in the background.
yeah.
Max,
Husband,
today
I did the
is
dishes. Wife.
National One Hit Wonders.
So
That's fine.
I always do the dishes. So
No, you
It
don't.
gives me time to think. I love doing the dishes
I put them in the dishwasher.
as a
Very much.
chore, not in general.
Really?
As a chore, not in general.
She said,
Oh,
"Really?"
really?
in the background.
Yeah, she did.
You didn't believe she's.
I
She's
got
going to ask
called
me to
out.
go do it right now.
I am muting, and now I am muting.
Okay, she
know,
is
better.
live in season 5. Stranger Things season 5 coming soon. Is it really coming soon?
2026, 25, 25, 25.
I still am on this. I am still about Stranger
2026.
Things.
2025. My
Did you
God.
not,
What?
You weren't a fan of Stranger Things?
Nah, I'm kind of over the '80s nostalgia thing. But I was
Oh.
like over by the time this
Oh.
started. I was like, I'm glad people are
You're
liking
too
it.
cool
It's just
for
like,
the 80s nostalgia.
it's just like not for a whole show. I was just like, I'm not
Okay.
I get it.
But it's
I get
still
my
a good
horse shit.
show.
I heard it's great. No, I heard it's great. I'm probably gonna like
Oh, you
it.
didn't
It's
even
just like
watch it?
no,
Not one season.
no, dude. I was so over the '80s thing.
I
So
guess
over
it's
it.
fair.
Even
The
like the
underground
theme, the
underground
synth
horror
music. It's like, bro,
To
You
be
may be
fair,
a
the
problem with the
underground
80s.
horror community
every horror like
that watches every horror, when this came out, they are like, we've been seeing this forever.
yeah, we've been seeing a
But
bunch of this.
This
Like,
was the
like
mainstream.
you
the
may be
horror
through with the
community
80s,
loves
but the 80s
'80s.
isn't
They
through
love
with you.
referencing it. I've seen it everywhere.
Yeah. You've
I'm
never
good.
seen Stranger Things either? Check it out. Watch the season. The first season is really good. Perp wasn't alive in the 80s.
Yeah, it was. My first theater experience was Batman.
Hey,
I can
Cal,
remember.
watch,
The Tim
watch
Burton
what
one.
you're saying there, man. Calm down a little bit, okay?
All good.
Joe, have you seen Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Do you like it? I love the show.
Yeah, it's a good show. I mean, they had some issues last season. Last season, a lot of the episodes, the runtime was a little too long. Like I remember, like several of the episodes, I'm like, dude, you can wrap this up by now. But otherwise, it's a great show.
Okay. I'm really looking forward to it. I also like that they're ending it. They honestly, with the success they had, they could have done like 10 seasons, but they waited and did. This is only season 5. and they're
What
ending
if they do like in 2 years, like them grown up in the '90s?
then people would get
They're
upset.
old.
You think so?
They're older.
I bet they'll do it.
But the 80s ain't through Perp.
They're recasting the younger versions.
That's a good. I like batteries.
No, I understand that. I just can't. And I do like the '80s stuff, and I watch a lot of movies that have like the synth and the colors and the time and all that stuff. I just can't do like a whole show. Like, you know,
It
I
doesn't
like
just seem like a gimmick to me, though. It seems like really, it feels like authentic.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
You know which one felt gimmicky to me?
banner
I'm not
at
gonna
the
lie.
bottom.
Maxine felt so gimmicky to me. The '80s felt
All
like
right.
very like plastic to me.
I here's what I want to know. Can any of you guys guess what my first theater film was?
Muppets.
No.
Factory
Or-
workers going out of a warehouse.
I'll say
What
this.
was that trailer that we watched? The first sound.
The first
It's a-
train arrival.
It's a controversial one.
What?
Song of the South.
Oh Lord.
Oh man,
That was your first movie?
I was about to joke "Birth of a Nation."
Oh.
Song of the South.
Wow.
I think my first.
Do you
one was
remember that?
E.T..
Do you
I
remember
don't
that one?
Vaguely. Vaguely.
Oh my god.
Okay. Here's the first look at Christopher Abbott in Wolfman.
Hell yeah.
Described
I
by
hear an
director Lee Wano as straight up pure. Anthony, please.
What?
Straight up pure horror.
Horror.
New look- horror.
Horror. I can't say it
Wolfman.
either, man. I
New
work
look
on
at
this shit.
Christopher Abbott.
I can't say it.
Horror is a really hard word to say.
It is hard. Horror.
Horror.
I actually
Say color. Say
kind
color.
of
Say
like
color.
the
Say color.
Benicio del Toro
Say color.
Wolfman. It wasn't horrible,
Say color.
but
Color.
Keller. What Keller do
Keller.
they use in this horror movie?
H.
But I'm looking forward to another crack at the Wolfman. What do you think? Have you heard anything about this, Perp? Joe?
I've heard a lot about this. I actually know the pitch, and it's brilliant. It's amazing.
You know the pitch. Can you say it,
yeah,
or is it
'cause
spoiler?
I have actually said it before, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for it. But it's like it's really cool. I don't know.
The pitch
okay,
is
it's done in a.
place
It's
at
done in.
baseball.
Apparently, it's done in one night. The whole thing takes place in one day or one night.
Oh, that's cool. I like
and
that.
the family is slowly realizing he's slowly turning into the Wolfman, and
That's great. I like
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
You
I
had
think that's
me at
brilliant.
Lee. You had me at Lee Winnell after Invisible Man.
This is
God.
the rebooted Dark Universe.
It's peak horror. Yeah.
I just
This
hope we
I'm
get
not.
Wait,
Wolfman.
wait.
I
Here's
wanna
a
see
here's a
Wolfman's
clip
guard.
out topic.
He's
for
grabbing
you.
a hammer in this image from Empire Online exclusive. So, he's struggling with the from what Perp said. The one day his family's figuring out what's
Yeah.
happening to him.
It is going to be like a play on like a dad, a sort of toxic dad that slowly is getting worse and worse. Like it's
Ginger
sort of like
Snap.
it's
Here's
gonna,
a
yeah.
clip.
Oh, Ginger Snaps is my
question for
favorite
you.
werewolf movie of all time. So,
So do you
I'm
think-
hoping it's a Ginger Snaps ripoff.
Do you think this is them rebooting the Dark Universe?
No.
Yes,
slowly?
yes,
Is this Universal doing this?
yes.
Because this was their plan all along. Before
I've
was
never Universal.
Invisible Man, Wolfman, but not like.
Well, anything,
movies that they
anyone
released.
impressed by this first image? It's just okay to me. I'm
all
more
right.
impressed with what Perp said about the premise.
No, and the director, as Joe pointed out, did the phenomenal, way better than it had any right to be, Invisible Man. And if he could do that with
Well,
the
that's
Invisible
right.
Man,
You did say that. You
Yeah.
did. Okay, I did like the Invisible Man. I
the
did.
Invisible
actually
Man
see
was
it in theaters.
incredible, especially that opening. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm excited. Yes. Dog Soldiers is my favorite modern werewolf movie.
Yeah, that's Neil Marshall. That's a great one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
It was
Army Guys
originally
versus
gonna be
Werewolves in the woods.
Johnny
in the
Depp,
cottage.
but I don't think that would have worked.
I do not get these limited run games anymore, but honestly, I'm very tempted with this Dreamcast and the physical edition. But I'd have to get the super expensive one just to get this with Sonic and Shadow standing on top of a Dreamcast.
Why though?
Why? What?
Why?
What else do you do, Chris? What else did you
Who?
do? I'm not going to say it aloud.
John Landis?
John Landis.
Stop it.
What's the best werewolf movie of all time that John Landis did?
American Werewolf in
Wolf in
London.
London.
But
Oh,
I
okay.
disagree. That's the best. I'm going to go with my boy Joe.
Howling.
Ooh, okay. I have the Howling, I think.
Howling is great too. Yeah, it came out the same year. What a year for werewolves.
Mhm.
Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Thunderbolts. How she's progressed over the years.
Is she gonna eat Kraft dinner
Wait,
What?
like she did in Hawkeye, where she made the mac and cheese?
Blues
thing?
Brothers,
Oh,
Chris.
no.
That's what you
maybe.
thought about when you saw these images about macaroni and cheese?
Yes.
Making macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe she will.
Okay.
Do you think she's going to get to that star power as Yelena Belova that Black Widow was? In the
How much do
Avengers?
these like
people already
simp
people
accounts?
already like her.
How much are these simp accounts?
Like how much do these simp accounts like Florence Pugh Daily? So I'm assuming this account.
I
Just,
follow it.
like, oh my god, they must bank.
Well,
You just find a celebrity and just like that's
every
it.
Celebrity
That's my account.
Every celebrity on that is popular always get.
They have one of these. Yeah, I
yeah.
imagine. Yeah.
I think the only one of
crazy.
those. I think the only one of those I follow is the Brie Larson one.
What about the Zachary Levi Daily?
Have
No,
one?
nobody
No.
likes that guy. Nobody likes.
No, I'd follow.
Why wouldn't I
it.
follow that? That's great.
Hey,
Florence
no,
Pugh Daily.
I didn't
There's
want to say
nothing wrong
this.
with that.
Taladia gave.
I
like,
do.
Taladia-
I guess I'm a Florence Pugh simp. Proven. Also,
Yeah,
after I watched
follow it.
Maxine and
follow-
X,
I don't follow any. of
I
these, like,
follow
for what?
uh
Follow the movies they're in.
why not?
I don't know.
Daily dose of Florence Pugh. What she's
Well, I'll
doing
be
for
honest,
me.
Perp. The main reason I follow the Brie Larson one is so that I can repost their posts and trigger trolls.
Skyrim Grandma announces retirement from gaming videos.
Oh, I've heard of her.
Beloved YouTube Shirley Curry, I can't say it. Known as the Skyrim Grandma, has announced her retirement from making gameplay videos after doing so for 9 years. Awesome
Hey
work,
guys,
She made it.
Skyrim.
hey guys,
Graham.
after 2 hours, I'd like to announce my retirement from this stream.
Well, it's been
Damn.
2 hours, so
Yeah.
you want
This
us
is
to
now
clap for
a
you there?
retirement party, or
I'm announcing my retirement from this stream.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks,
Oh,
Joe.
wait, don't end the stream accidentally.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. It's dangerous when you leave, Joe, because he hits end stream when he leaves. No,
He
but
did it.
props to Skyrim Graham. I probably want to check out one of her videos now. But honestly, playing a game that long too.
do the werewolf DLC one.
The werewolf DLC. Okay.
Yeah, see if we can find that one from her.
Zach Kreger, Barbarian, is
Hell
receiving
yeah.
talks to direct a Resident Evil film for Sony. You said
That's
heck
right,
yeah
he
to
was
this
good.
idea?
Hell yeah, Barbarian was sick.
Really?
Love Barbarian. Yeah,
He was gonna do
They're
the
gonna do
Clue
it wrong
movie, but he
again?
passed on it.
they're gonna try again. Let's go.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna, they're not gonna just let the Resident Evil movies made money. Oh, hold on.
That's
They made. I'm gonna end soon. I'm not answering the phone.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so
Better
the
answer.
Resident Evil franchise made money. I know it had mixed receptions. It's
No, it didn't. The
constantly
last one,
earning
the last
money.
one flopped.
They're not gonna not make a Resident Evil movie. Why not this guy? That's my
Yeah,
thought. Right?
I mean,
Right,
yeah,
Bert?
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But also, yeah,
Let
Barbarian is a
fan,
good
what is this
movie.
Megan the whatever top comment? Let fans step in, y'all. What does that mean?
That's a
Let
bot.
fans step in, y'all. Literally 10 tries
It's
and failed
because
every single one. What do you mean? Let fans step in?
It's
Let
because
that.
the-
Let how many people are going to direct the Resident Evil? What the hell?
You don't have to let fans. You could do a fan film, Megan. You could
I don't
release
know
it
what
on
that
YouTube.
means. How do you know he's not a fan?
Fans are
Bro,
not
see,
always.
I mean, the
better.
comments. Yeah.
They should bring back Mila Jovovich. No.
No, that era of that movies. I wonder if they're gonna bring
Oh,
back.
she's
the
reminding me
cancer.
about the garbage. I know I have to take out the garbage tonight.
Yeah, garbage.
Wow.
Yeah, Max.
You
Yeah,
got reminded that from Mila
garbage
Jovovich,
man.
you
Yeah,
asshole.
garbage man.
No, but I'm all about a Resident Evil reboot. I'll be real. I rented most of them.
I loved all of them, but I know
I
they're,
didn't
they're
love
not
them,
like
but
the
I
games.
thought they were.
I thought they were hilarious.
Fun.
That one where Mila Jovovich has a bunch of clones of her and they all just die. That's hilarious.
I honestly, I don't know. Should they let Mila Jovovich be a cameo in the new series?
Yeah, well, let's build it up a little bit and let's bring her in like the third one, and so everyone we can have a clapping moment. Mila Jovovich finally has a huge theater clapping moment when they bring her out. Have her let her have a Blade moment. Let's set it up. Have a couple good ones. Then let's bring her out. 100%.
Hopefully it's a reboot. Hopefully it's a
Let's
reboot.
get it. Let's get a standing ovation for her.
Thinking of this Michael Myers House Halloween DVD holder. Is that a good idea? That's pretty fire.
That's amazing. That's giving me ideas already.
I love it.
Look at that. Hold on, let me show him for DVD.
But the only problem is it's not VHS.
That is cool.
You could
make it VHS, dude.
Yeah, I know. I only have the first one so far, though. I found Michael Myers, the Legacy of Michael Myers, at a shop that's like $15. I might go back and get that, but I don't know which one. I don't know where it comes into the history of,
Yeah.
I don't know which sequel it is.
One of the valuable ones, they definitely whatever you get. If you could get the producer's cut, I don't even know if they have that on VHS of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. The producer's cut is very infamous.
Oh, I do have H2O as well. I do have that one.
That's Steve Miner. That's good. That's good news. I like that. Gave me an idea.
I actually, now that I'm opening myself up to more genres of movies, I never would have watched History of Violence, but this scene is legit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's going to be a hard
This
watch.
is technically, in many ways, the first John Wick. It's about this.
Really?
Yeah, in many ways, it's about
this scene. I watched this
really
scene
cool.
on X, and I can't play it because they'll probably put a strike on me if I played it. It's so violent.
Yeah,
but the way this is filmed is pretty legit, man.
The one
it looks real.
The one they did after that, Eastern Promises, that Vigo did with David Cronenberg, is even better. I like that one even more. That movie's awesome.
Okay. So you would recommend watching History of Violence?
Yeah, it's not really horror. It's a thriller.
I know it's not horror. I just know that it's hard watch. It's very violent.
It is, but it's good.
Extremely violent.
It's not that bad. It's not
but
that
honestly, You know,
I think you could handle it if you saw Maxine
you
for
know
sure.
who actually liked Zack Snyder before me? My cousin, when 300 came out, and he actually quoted to me a quote before he had anything to do with Watchmen and DC stuff. He said, which I actually think is kind of a cool take, that the more dangerous type of film is where they show violence, jump up and jump. Whereas
you broke up.
There was a quote back in the day where Zack Snyder says it's actually more important to show how brutal violence really is and not make it like respawnable and that type of take on violence. And I'd like to hear Perp and the rest of you, CGH and Anthony, on that.
I think
how
Zack
do you
Snyder.
think film should be in?
I don't know if Zack Snyder or what that philosophy kind of goes against having two different cuts, one more violent than the other, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, you know, he likes his preferred one is
He's like really
But he's like literally doing he has a cut that doesn't show that's literally going against that.
Yeah.
He just
No,
like
but he
really
didn't
tried.
say
He has
he.
another
But in
cut
that
of
quote,
it.
he doesn't say he's against it. He just says that's the more. He says that's his philosophy on it. It's actually the better way is to show how actually violence is really brutal sometimes.
Probably. I mean, we kind of all go through that in like schools and stuff when they're like showing us like Schindler's List, you know, stuff like that, where it's like, okay, here's
if you really think about
it's not
violence,
documentaries.
If you really think about violence in movies, some of the Joker has little violence in it, and it's some of the most impactful violence because it's so real.
Well, I think it's
feels
intense.
so real.
Yeah, it's very intense.
It's also woke.
It is woke. It was a successful woke movie. Yes,
it has like an intensity because like I think also it's like they had that little person there, and you're like, I don't want him to hurt the little guy, like, you know. So it's like that adds intensity.
I do know
to
also this one's a hard one to find VHS because it's one of the last VHS 2005. I think it's pricey, so I might just watch it somewhere. I don't know. But after it's actually this scene that I saw on X, I was like, wow, this is a really good directed scene, and the action is very intense. I'm like, I kind of want to give it a watch.
Anybody saw the Black Canary trailer? I thought no perf saw it.
This is the perfect life hack. I think everyone should follow this. You want to know a real adult life hack? Don't tell anyone when you have a day off. Absolutely no one. My family always makes plans for me when I have a day off. You know.
Damn. Oh Lord.
We're getting to the end. This poster, first poster for the Thunderbolts. This poster is even cooler than the trailer to me. I really like. I really like the poster.
It's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
I really like that Taskmaster
was an improvement from this.
That mask looks awesome there with the hood. I love it.
From the Black Widow movie. I still don't,
the mask.
So
you got to give it up to Olga. She's earned this, man. She's in so many movies.
Who's Olga?
The Taskmaster, the lady that played the.
Okay.
She's in so many. Yeah, exactly. She's in so many straight to DVD and straight to streaming movies. I was actually legitimately like happy that she got like this big Marvel part.
I actually really like Wyatt Russell as U.S. agent.
Yeah, he's great. But she also like her straight to DVD movies are entertaining. Like it has a lot of good action.
Yeah, I saw this one, High Heat, which is like she's a cook that knows how to kill people.
Yes.
That's on Hulu right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Warhammer superfan Henry Cavill has been playing Space Marine 2 and says he loves the game. What about that Amazon Studios project, Henry? What's going on?
Yeah, we need
there?
that, bro. We need an update on that. Yes,
we do need an update. Doesn't sound like it's moving along smoothly.
I think he's learning it's not that easy to like call shots with these big things.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, his girlfriend got him the show, but
the games are getting more popular too, though. That is
true.
Does look epic.
Yeah.
So
and sometimes when that happens, the people that own the rights want it back, and they're getting their lawyers to like work on how to get it back. When the game becomes popular, but it's sold to like something before it became popular, I've seen that happen where it's like they get it.
The rights got to be crazy for Warhammer 2 because that's the pen and paper type RPG that was so
yeah, it's only
trigger, I
getting
don't
bigger.
know.
Honestly, I
It
only
is
see it getting
huge.
bigger.
I like the games. I'm open to them. I like the I think they want to work with him, but I don't know. But it does sound like there's problems with the production of the Amazon series. But at least he gets to play the game early. All right, what do we thoughts on this? And we are going to end soon. But this, I think this is an official poster. This isn't a fan-made poster. New poster for Joker 2. I think it's cool, but it also kind of annoys me. This one, because it really, I know there's it's all in his mind. It's all in his mind. If they do that too much, it's going to annoy me.
I'm not gonna lie. I was so impressed with the first teaser, and then the trailer and everything after. I've been slowly like, I might not even go to the theaters for it.
I mean,
I'm definitely going.
I'm slowly dying.
The movie
dying of the hype.
The movie's not even tracking well at the box office. Like it's tracking below the Flash movie, which is not that good.
Yo, it is absolutely nuts that you nerds let Todd Phillips get away with a lot of the stuff because what he said about Batman, what he said about like what would Batman, what would Arthur Fleck think of Batman? He goes, he'd look up to him, he'd love him.
I know, I retweeted,
and it's like, how does he get away with this? And the minute,
I know, you're right.
One thing doesn't work out for one character. You nerds lose your minds. You guys let this one go.
I saw the DC fans when he said that to them. It's like, yo, shut up, Todd. You was, oh my god.
Well, maybe people are. Maybe the backlash hasn't started yet. But I saw that also, too. I'm like, yeah.
He had that mentality for the first one, and they're like, oh,
he did have that mentality. And also, he called Batman an alpha male. I was like, what?
That he has to be messing with us. He didn't make comedies. I don't know.
Just shut up, bro. Just shut up.
No, but that was like no one gave him any, as far as we know, no one really pushed back on him. Like usually DC fans like get the pitchforks ready. House is on the backlash now. Yeah, he would look up to Batman.
I don't think so. I don't think there's gonna be backlash because the first one was so like loved, and it's like the same thing, you know.
But I really don't like. I understand that a lot of the theories are that it's in his head, but like really doing this isn't. I hope this isn't an official poster. If it's like if they lean way too much into that, it's not a delicate balance of. It's probably in his head, but don't give you complete answers. And then if they go with this one and like, oh yeah, they put in your face, it's all in his head. I think it could actually be a way to fail this franchise. I like a little ambiguity for it at the end. Like I don't want a clear cut answer, you know?
Yeah.
And this poster's like clear cut. In his head.
You want art house for this full art house.
So all right. Oh, I started following horror ads.
They're great, aren't they?
Yeah. What is this from? We don't talk about Vampire Bruce Campbell enough.
No,
what is this from?
Looks like a TV episode of something.
You don't even know?
No, I have no idea. Dude, he's done so much stuff in like the late 80s, early 90s alone. I can't even.
The one thing I used to watch of his was that Western that was like on Fox. What was
that? Yeah, Briscoe County Jr.
Briscoe County Jr.
That shit was fire. Yeah.
Wait, what is the clip? Play the clip down there. What is the clip?
I can't play the clip.
I think that's him. Yeah, that is him.
I gotta find out what that is.
I have no idea.
No, that's the movie.
That's probably a movie.
The Modern Vampire.
Movie, yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's the movie.
But he was happy. Thanks for mentioning it. Bruce Campbell.
He's very lively on Twitter.
I'm a fan of Captain Marvel and Brie Larson.
Oh,
here's some concept art of how they were going to have her uniform in the Marvels, and it looks fire. I think it looks great.
Yeah, those are from the comics. Yeah, it looks dope.
Yeah,
that does look good.
AAA official unused concept art for the Marvels. OMG, I think that looks great. I like the Marvels.
So what's going on? Why didn't they use this? Is because it's too dark, and they would just want to match more other.
Probably because it's
light
too. Yeah. That's on the comics as well. Yeah,
that's cool. Concept. But I mean, this is also a little sexy. So I honestly think they kind of, they don't want that to be the main focus of Captain Marvel on it, obviously, which is fine.
I think it's that it's too dark because they have a certain color palette that they're working with in these movies.
Hi, Bianca. I like them. I wish there would be a Marvels 3, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
It had its moments. The fight scenes were actually really good. I like that.
Yes. But I think this would have been, I don't think this would have done anything for the movie. Like it would have still been the same movie, but
You never know, man. That could have been like, because I think the Marvels had a marketing problem. So I think if maybe the costumes, people see this like, oh, that actually looks cool, and she looks cool, kicking ass like that. I don't know.
look out, Alberto.
Maybe it would have
here.
helped.
Me Encanto Este. I don't know what that means. I shouldn't actually say that since I don't know what it means. Okay. But he seems like he's in love with it. This is for CJH. 3 year and still no news about the Wolverine game from Sucker Punch.
Yeah. You see, this is what happened. I hate fans. This is why I hate fans.
Why?
Okay? Because you guys said, because fans made a conscious, there was a cry, don't show us anything, don't tell us anything until it's more or less ready to go. That was always a cry. Stop showing us things too early. Stop showing us stuff. Just show it to. And now maybe this is a case where they could be listening. Maybe they're not going to tell you or show you anything.
It could be
it's ready to
canceled.
go, or that.
Yeah. I didn't know this was a leak. I thought this was an official release. So if it's a leak, I give it more leeway.
Spoiler. That's like.
There's a spoiler in this image, CJ?
No, not in this image, but you're not gonna like.
Dude, what do you expect? The whole thing was leaked. I think an update on the stat. What do you mean an update if they never officially like?
So
I didn't know.
There's a level.
Oh my god! This X-Men updates is an idiot.
So you know the part that everyone doesn't like about the Spider-Man games, right? The MJ level.
Okay, I didn't play.
We got
Status.
another-
An update of the status game would be nice.
We got another thing
Did
like
you not
that.
hear what he just said? Did you not read it? It was leaked. If it was leaked, there's no like they didn't have.
Especially after the leak.
What?
Did you expect the whole thing was leaked?
How can you expect a status update on a status when it was leaked?
Yeah, I agree with you, Perp.
Oh my
What
god!
are you talking, CJ, about the Mary Jane level?
So everyone didn't like the Mary Jane level in the Spider-Man thing. They're doing the same thing with this, where you don't get to play as Wolverine for one level.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we don't.
And that's
You only
awful.
saw a little bit, like
I can't think of a worse punishment. One level? Wow.
I did.
Well, I think it's a
actually
couple
stopped playing
levels actually.
Spider-Man when
But
I got to the Mary Jane level.
I think it's a couple levels actually. No,
Oh no, it's a couple
dude,
levels.
there are so many
Who do
games.
you play as? Not Wolverine. Who is it?
Another reason
Jean
why
Grey.
I
Hey,
hate
it's Jean
I
Grey.
hate fans because there were so many games with the shitty stealth level. So many games had a
Yeah, I
shitty
don't like
stealth
that.
level. And the minute Mary Jane's does it, it becomes like Mary Jane it becomes like the woman thing. It becomes
It wasn't that
political
bad.
shit.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're gonna say Mary Jane or Jean Grey has some awesome powers. That would actually be cool to play her as a couple.
but it's a
levels.
Well, you do it.
game.
You could do it like Destroy All Humans, where she like takes over bodies or something. That's the stealth.
Yeah,
version.
but I'm playing the game to play with Wolverine.
A new actor. You want Hugh Jackman replaced Bianca? Or do you mean
no,
Captain
well,
Marvel?
no, well,
It's
Hugh
a video
Jackman
game.
is not.
This isn't a movie.
Well,
No, I don't know
Hugh
if she's talking about Captain Marvel or who
Hugh
you
Jackman
Oh,
is not
she
playing.
she thinks this MCU.
No, this is not the
That's
MCU.
not Henry Cavill.
No,
this
this
is
is
the
a video
Wolverine.
game.
This is a video game. It's
No,
not
bro.
Wolverine.
What
This
if they're
is set-
motion
this is-
capturing Cavalrine for this, and that's what is delivered?
No, this is set in.
I will say this back here looks more like Wolverine than Hugh
Yeah,
Jackman.
you
back.
never know.
It does.
Everyone's going crazy for Cavalrine. That's how fans work, right?
Matthias Schoenart has been cast as the villain in DCU's Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow VATHR. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what villain he's
House
playing.
of Dragon season 1.
Really?
She was talking. She was talking to her in House of Dragon.
what
The
villain
guy
is he
that
playing?
plays the Hannibal guy
He's
in the
playing the
TV show.
Hannibal.
He's playing Herm. He's playing Herm from the comics. He's the villain of Woman of Tomorrow comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this. It
There's
seems kind of
nothing-
boring.
This is nothing.
Nah,
what do you mean?
it's
We
not
don't even know he's
boring.
playing. Oh my god, I hate everyone.
He's
I
playing
mean,
the
for me
villain.
right
He's
now,
boring.
because
I'm
I didn't
sorry,
read the-
man.
I
What
didn't
do you
read the
want?
comic. I didn't read the
Bro,
comic.
just come my.
He's not
fucking
hyping you
God.
up right now with his
No.
Okay,
steely
what-
eyes.
Okay,
I mean,
when
he's
you,
got some smolder, but that's about it.
When you
Yeah,
go,
man. I'm sorry he's
okay,
not
when you
walking on the sun for you, bro.
Yeah,
When you go
I would
on
like
lunch
him to.
break,
That would be awesome.
When you go on lunch break, just look up Woman of Tomorrow comic, and a YouTuber will read out the whole thing. And he will help you understand.
I might actually want to read that comic.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah, and also this was Zack Snyder's
Read that
second
comic, you'll
choice.
understand this casting. Asshole.
Also, this was Zack Snyder's second choice.
Just kidding.
All right. Well, he's cast. Enjoy, everyone. Look at this team. Bucky Barnes.
Wow, they're
Winter
replacing
Soldier,
Black Widow. Wow.
Yelena Belova, John Walker, U.S. Agent, Alexei Shostakov, Red Guardian, Ava Star Ghost, Antonio Dreykov,
Antonia.
Antonia.
Sa.
So this is equally men and women, this team. 3 men, 3 women.
What kind of stupid looking gun is Bucky holding? Oh, that was.
I don't know. I hope he goes bad in this story.
It looks like he is at first, but that isn't that like tired already.
Not if they do it right.
He was literally already like he was rehabilitated. Give him like don't.
I kind of want to see it happen again
I kind of want him to have good motivation to it
because he had some awesome scenes when that happened. You know.
I know, but he was rehabilitated. He went through like he even asked for forgiveness from that. Like that, he's grown from that. I think it'll be actually more mature if they like he actually has beef and he's going after them, and they have to calm him down. And maybe they even think he's possessed, but it's like no, you have no idea what you guys did or who you are.
Okay.
Rehabilitated Bucky.
VHS print ads that go hard. Hold that fate of New York in your hands.
I agree.
Nighthawks. Did anyone? I haven't seen this movie. Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Nighthawks. That is a cool ad.
And oh my god, Billy D. Williams is in this too.
Really? Did you see it?
Yeah, a long time ago. I barely remember it.
But that is a cool ad.
Yeah.
You know. I think that's getting to the end of my Twitter. Oh, it's going to be a bloody sweet time. Hashtag Killer Cakes premieres October 8th on Prime Video. I like the ad better than it's just another cake show. I think they were fun at first.
Hey, this could be fun ideas for Halloween parties and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of cake shows.
I heard Matthew Lillard is going to have an Academy Award nomination for The Life of Chuck. I heard he gives an amazing performance in that.
That's never happened.
Is Matthew Lillard actually on this Killer Cake show?
Isn't that him?
I think so. Yeah,
that is him.
That's why I brought it up. Yeah.
Show, yeah,
I assume. Yeah, that'd be smart. I mean
if I'm going to watch a cake show again, I don't go. My wife and my mother and my mother-in-law go crazy for all these cooking cake shows.
Yeah.
It actually just makes me hungry.
Yeah,
I'm just like I want to eat after I watch this stuff. I don't, you know. But if I was going to watch a cake show, I'd watch this one. Go ahead.
We're trying to fight to release the R-rated Scooby-Doo cut.
Really?
Yeah.
Once again, Batgirl gets the shaft, and people are working on old ass movies that they've seen rather than a movie that they haven't.
What do you think about a resurgence of I Know What You Did Last Summer? With
I mean, is it really last summer at this point? I know what you.
I know what you did 20 summers ago.
20 decades ago. Jesus.
I mean, but is there life in this franchise like there is for Scream, Perp? I want to get your expert opinion and then get CJH and Anthony. Is there life in this like there is for Scream? Maybe you think Scream should be over. I don't know, Perp. Go ahead.
No, I think I thought Scream 6 was awesome and brought new life to Scream.
I can't wait for the next one to be a piece of shit movie.
You ruined the clip out.
You
ruined the clip out, Anthony.
You know.
I'm bringing back the swear jar one more time.
You know it's bad when one of the actresses say they keep rewriting it multiple times, bro. That's terrible. It's not a good look. And
I think
it's not a good look for that.
It's not a good look.
It's not.
I think that I Know What You Did Last Summer as a series wasn't that good, and it's fondly remembered because it has its moments.
It was like the first movie franchise right after Scream.
It was like literally that's its claim to fame. It was right after Scream when everyone was hungry for teenagers killing each other, I guess. Like they wanted the next Scream. Even literally the movie before this that absolutely banked and had no right to was Wishmaster. That's how much people wanted another horror film after Scream. Wishmaster, which no one remembers, banked in the theaters. It was like number one for like, I think maybe just 1 week, but that's enough for Wishmaster, okay? I Know What You Did Last Summer was never that good. It's fondly remembered. It
Maybe
does
it'll
have
be better
nostalgia. I think now it's going to be more concentrated on. I think now it has the opportunity to absolutely surpass that. I can't, for some reason I can't think of examples, but
Ryan Felipe was in it.
Yeah.
Sarah Michelle Gellar and
Ryan Felipe.
what's her name?
Yeah, but they're dead. The only ones that are alive in the
Oh,
series.
I didn't watch it yet.
Oh.
Damn,
Well,
you spoiled that.
No, I probably
I
watched it
did.
back in the day. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I
Hey,
totally
man,
spoiled it.
Perp.
Sarah Michelle Gellar's is the best.
But that's a
Just watch
fire
that
cast
one.
right there. Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Felipe, and I forget this actress's name on the left.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's like the top of.
That's 1999 in a nutshell, boys.
Yeah, of those actors at the time. That's like all of them. Okay, well they're making another one with Freddie Prinze Jr. coming back.
I like it.
I
I think
know
it's
what
going to
you
be
did last
better because I don't think these movies were like that.
Was
good.
there 2 or 3? I know there was still.
There
I
was
still know
there
what
was
you did last
3.
summer.
There was
What was
I
the
will
third
always
one
know.
called?
I will always know.
what you
you did last summer. Yeah.
See, that's what they should have done if they did the reboot. Now I will always know. So about that one summer,
I know that you
that
know.
would be a great title.
Yeah.
remember
that
I-
summer?
I know.
Summer '97.
I know that you know that I know what you did last.
I know that you know that I know. That is perfect, CJH. You figured it out. What are they gonna call the next? I know what you did last summer.
And then just dot.
I
Now you see me.
know that you know that I know what you did last summer.
And now you see me.
Yeah. Anthony,
Great
what do
show,
you think? Try to keep the swearing at a minimum, please. He can't say anything now. Anthony, go ahead. What do you think of the bringing back? I know what you did last summer.
Oh, it was the movie after Scream, popular. So yeah, why not? I mean,
You know what I heard? I heard for the I know what you did last summer reboot that they are getting Jenna Ortega.
She's not doing one of these. She's way too bigger to do this now.
Who would be a young star that would be good in this, like a current star?
I don't know anybody. They already confirmed the cast for this.
New get a Disney sitcom lady. No, they're working within a certain thing with Freddie Prinze Jr. They gotta get like
they already confirmed the cast already for this movie.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, it's been done a long time.
Dude, they should have just go stupid and just cast all of them, even the dead ones, and have them be ghosts that tell the new girl to run.
Night Stalkers is a classic beat 'em up fight song.
I don't know what happened to your
I
mic,
can't
but
hear
it
nothing.
certainly
Your mic.
definitely it
Like,
definitely
Hear me
died.
better now?
Yeah,
You can hear me better now?
yeah.
Okay. Night Stalkers,
really
we're
wants
doing a
to
remake.
use OBS. That's what I'm
Oh,
using.
cool. All right. What else do I have here?
Did you get that? Did you get this? Oh my God! Go scroll up. Did you get that game?
Made
Is it a horny game? Yeah, I was thinking of getting it. It's
Horny
only like
game?
$7. It looks like a
$7?
hornball game. Yeah, it's $7
I
on
mean,
Steam. I was thinking of getting it because I need a good beat 'em up. But this looks
Beat 'em
like
up is good.
This looks
definitely
really
feels like fan
spicy.
service. The game.
Yeah.
There's this weird.
But how bad
molten
is it?
Cowgirl.
Did you
thing
play
in
it?
Anime
Games are
and
boring.
it's not
Oh my
boring.
God.
There's
It
like
looks like a fun beat 'em up, but is it like bad? I don't want a hentai game.
No. It looks like it's actually legit fit like physics for a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
And it's got the fan service.
Some of them
there.
try to fool you with
It's
these.
got the jiggly.
And then they
it's
have
got
like the visual
cowgirl,
novel aspect, and like the girls are tripping, going, "Oh!"
and they're
all this
they're
shit.
wearing tails and horns. It definitely leads into that milk stuff, milkmaid thing, and cowgirls,
They have
which is
blood on
very
them?
popular. Which I don't really completely understand.
Is that
but I love
blood?
beat 'em ups.
What
You
is
can
that?
buy
What
it-
are they buying there?
Oh,
Oh
you can
no!
just
See, it
photo-
is a hornball game.
Yeah, it is.
Stop it! Get out of here!
No,
All right,
what's
I'm
wrong?
not buying this.
You're not buying it?
No, I wanted a good beat 'em up.
It
Oh
is
no,
good
it's a
beat-
hornball game. Get out.
What? It's a beat 'em up with the hornball with it.
No.
Can't it be both?
Sorry. Maybe nominate this for the Real Game Awards or whatever that anti-woke stuff.
Why
is. Get
can't
outta-
it be
get outta here.
both? Why can't it be an extremely horny game and a good
I'm just
beat 'em up?
looking for a beat 'em up.
I just play the beat 'em ups for the game. I don't.
I'm
look
just
for the
looking
horny
for a
stuff.
beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Do you have any other ones? Any other good ones?
Well, I mean, this isn't at the top of my list, but I eventually will get it. If it's $7 on Xbox,
It's $7. Yeah.
I don't know if it's that on Xbox though.
Oh, it's on Steam. $7. Yeah, they want to get rid of this.
Maiden Cops.
Too much.
Too much?
I think so. For me.
That one on the right is really pushing it there. Yeah.
Too much. Next
Too
one.
much. She's like, oh, you know.
All right, end this. I gotta go.
I know. I comfortably left it long on there. Okay.
All right, thank you. I gotta get going. Are we ending this? Oh, what was that one? That one looked good.
Wait.
Go
All
up,
right,
go up.
we'll end here because I didn't comment on this yet.
Oh, God damn it, Max.
This is the last thing. I promise. So after all the rumors,
Everybody love everybody. Come on.
okay, CGH definitely has controls. All right, because that wasn't me, and he's the only one left that has it. Okay, so after the long speculation about the Lanterns casting for Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart and all the potential people we could have got for Hal, I have to say, with this casting, I'm slightly disappointed. It's kind of boring. I like him. He's a good actor. He's done good things before. But this is just like, this is the guy that you get when you can't get the other guy. I'm sorry, this actor. I think he's a decent actor. He's just, you know what I mean?
He won an Emmy and stuff like that. I mean, it's decent. He was in the running for Cable.
It was also Joe.
He was.
But I'm really looking forward to this project, and this does not get me that excited about Hal specifically. I'm more excited about Jon Stewart now for sure.
Well, he's gonna die in the show because he doesn't have a movie contract. He's just a one.
I don't know who he is, but he looks cool. I forget the actor's name. Let me see. Kal Chandler, who's set to play legendary member of the Green Lantern Corps in the series.
Actually, this guy fits the best for Hal Jordan.
Why?
If you can't get Tom Cruise, get this guy.
Well, they were going to do Tom Cruise. They were going to do the guy from Justified. They were going to do.
Just looking at this image right here, he looks.
Yo, this guy looks dope as hell. I love him. I gotta get going though, guys. I love you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
No, they never say Tom Cruise. I was like, oh no. They just say that. Well, the rumors was just Matthew. Chris.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. I think he was in the King Kong remake with Peter Jackson. I think he's been in some Godzilla movies too, the recent Godzilla movies.
Yes.
He's been in so many things, and he's not a bad actor.
No, I mean,
just,
he's good.
What is this doing in there? What does that have to do
Elon's
with Hal Jordan?
Twitter,
It's
though.
Elon.
Yeah, he was in Super 8, Godzilla.
He's interfering with the election.
No, stop it. This
He's
picture of him
interfering
from a
with his
decade
best
ago.
friend, Diddy.
He looks old now.
No, I mean,
he's supposed to be.
It's whatever at this point. I mean, I don't care. Just give me a good show. I mean,
Yeah, I want a great show too, but
yeah,
honestly, out of all the name announcements that were there, who else did they say? Anthony. Oh, Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I mean, he was never going to do that project regardless.
What's the guy that was in Star Trek and Wonder Woman?
Chris Pine.
They
were never going to
get. The only one that this is better for me than who they were going to get was Thanos. What's his name? What's that?
Oh, Josh Brolin. Yeah.
Josh
But
Brolin.
he was. This guy was also in the running for Cable.
Cheeseman, I am not talking about politics whatsoever. You will not hear who I vote
We are not doing this.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk about it.
All I could say, Elon is partying with his best friend Diddy.
So, but honestly, I'm like slightly disappointed. I feel great for the actor though. I think he'll do a good job.
Well, it's only a one. He doesn't have a movie contract. It's only a 1-year contract. So which means pretty much Hal Jordan is gonna die in the show.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, CGH, what's your thoughts on this casting for Hal?
I mentioned it. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
I mean, he does look like Hal right there. Yeah, like in that picture.
He does have the Hal look. Yeah.
Yes, he does. So I give him that. Yeah, I give him that.
All right. Well, I mean, that was my initial thoughts. I still like it better than Josh Brolin. I'll give him that.
I just want to know who's going to be Jon Stewart. That's it.
Chris Pine, Ewan McGregor, Oh, I would have preferred all of those. Yeah, Godzilla. Okay. All right, let me see what else I have here since Perp left anyway. You're never sad. You just need some tacos. Tacos do make me happier. Joe. Gillian Anderson on the set of the X-Files, 1990s, with a banana up her nose.
Yeah, that's funny.
The 1999 Nightmare on Elm Street VHS box set goes hard.
You should get this, Max.
You think I should?
It does. Yeah, why
Well,
not? I mean,
it's really
probably
hard
cheaper right now.
to monetize from your mouth.
I mean, look, the guy has the collection down there. Look.
Collection with the castle.
Look, the
that
guy has the
did
collection
same
right
thing
there.
Sealed.
like
That's
this.
expensive.
Nah, he probably got it for like $10.
Yeah, it says it's frustrating that John Watts Wolf's is great, but nobody's seeing it because the marketing is marketed as Apple Plus TV streaming film. I stumbled on IMAX screen by checking showtimes. The film is a blast.
That's
Looks
the
effing good on the
problem.
big screen. Something is broken.
They're advertising these big blockbuster superhero movies more than they are these indie films.
If it's a good movie, people.
If it's a good indie movie.
This isn't going to blow
They need to
anyone's
know
socks
that
off,
it
this movie.
exists.
This is going to blow up on
thing
Apple
is,
TV.
the people
on
don't
Apple Plus.
know that these movies exist.
No.
Because they're not advertising them.
Oh, Lady Gaga's track list for her upcoming album Harlequin, which I didn't know she was doing a whole album called this.
Yeah, me either. I thought she was going to do like 2 or 3 songs.
She kept the secret, I think, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
This is like a stealth drop right before the movie comes out,
Yep,
which is
it is.
great marketing. So the track listing goes: Good Morning, Get Happy 2024, Oh, When the Saints, World on a String, My Friends Could See Me Now, That's Entertainment, Smile, The Joker, Fall I Do, Gonna Build a Mountain, Close to You, Happy Mistake, That's a Life. What's interesting
Nobody's
is,
going to say that when they're buying the tickets for Joker. They're just going to say Joker 2.
CGH, you're interrupting, please. What I was going to say, what's interesting is Joker Fall I Do does not have original music in it, as far as I know. They're all music numbers from existing tracks.
Yes.
And then Lady Gaga makes a whole album with tracks based on the movie, which some might be original music.
Yes.
So was that a missed opportunity just to not let her do original music in the film? I don't know.
I guess. I don't.
Because when she did original music with Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born, it's some of the best music ever made for a musical. You know. So, what were you going to say, CJ? Now you can interrupt.
I forget.
Oh, sorry. Oh, this is cool. Night King makeup transformation. I didn't know it was that actor. Did you? I like this actor. He's got a very striking presence.
A lot of makeup.
But that's good makeup for the Night King.
Yeah, bro. Being there for
CJ, did you see Game of Thrones?
I don't like Game of Thrones. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings
trash
guy.
Okay.
Haley Steinfeld as an evil snow bunny vampire from the trailer for Sinners.
Sinners, yeah.
Did she heat up the seat in that trailer?
She was there for like 1 second.
I know.
Yeah. Hopefully in the moment. Hopefully we get more of that.
Furiosa Black and Chrome 4K Steelbook announcement from Physical Media on X. I really enjoyed the movie. It surpassed my expectations. They did this for Fury Road. The image is pretty cool.
Somebody already got it? Wait, go down there?
I've stopped collecting steelbooks though.
Click the person. Oh, look, that's dope. Oh, wow.
That's a different version. That's just the.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different one. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean.
But that looks cool. I do want to see the movie again.
It's not bad. I think it's not bad.
Oh, this is legit. This game is like Contra. Iron Meat is coming out. This is the game I would go buy over Maiden Cop's Perp to answer your question. I love Contra style games. Look at these big creatures. I love running guns. Look at that. What do you think, CJH? Iron Meat.
I don't play these types of games anymore.
You don't play these types of games? What about you, Anthony? Does this look cool to you? You used to play
That looks
Contra
cool.
back in the day?
I stopped playing these types of games a long time ago.
I never stopped. Never stopped. I would really looking forward to this. I actually saw this game at Too Many Games, the last Too Many Games, and I'm really happy that it's finally coming out. Okay, I think we'll end. Oh, TMNT Shredder's Revenge Radical Reptiles DLC adds Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa. It's great that this game is still getting DLC for sure. And I know, CJH, we played this on Xbox. You just say it like that. You don't care about this game anymore?
Well, not really. And when I played it, it was fun playing with you guys, but I never played it by myself. This isn't my type of game.
Oh, I'm happy that they are still releasing characters for this game. It's one of the best beat 'em ups of all time. Radical Reptiles. Mona Lisa is from the Turtles live action TV show that was horrible. And oh, cool, Bianca. We could play. I think it's cross play. You could play it on any platform with friends. Vince likes beat 'em ups. All right. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, Success Kid turned 18 today. Did you know that, this meme?
Oh, the meme of the kid on the internet? Yeah.
That's him at 18.
He looks like, damn, he still looks, that's crazy.
Okay.
Time
That's all I got.
That's awesome. Happy birthday, Joe.
All right. So I think that's about it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Good night and
Good night and good luck, everyone.
good night and good luck, everyone.
Good night and good luck, everyone. What?
You're supposed to end the show.
Oh, good night and good luck, everyone.
Good job.
Yeah.